Three wizards stand tall, make a wish, spell they call to stop Vecna's dark embrace. Please answer with the saving grace. Tools arrive from distant land. 6 adventurers take their stands. 6 are bound by wizard's plea, destined path their legacy. Vecna's and their true desire, hearts ignite with endless fire. Zephyr with fire and faith feels lost and now seeks a place. Light clerics healing waves burn like dawn's warm embrace. Zelric, a wizard whose life flipped on a dime, his family lost in space and time. Chronomancy chimes, endless quest he climbs. Fate entwined under the stars, journey far to heal the scars. Vecna tremble here on light, 6 will stand to end the blight. Cosmos hair like scarlet strands, druid power in his hands. Nature's call he does reply, hair like moonlight he can't deny. Asla sings with haunting grace, and Maro with the past no one can trace. Grave cleric and bard with wisdom deep, her secrets close, her heart they keep. Summoned by arcane light, 6 adventurers took flight. With powers burning bright, they march on through the night. Merlanor the rogue so sly, his father's memory won't die. Vecna's cultist took his kin, he vows to bring them in. Maro from a grove so small, druid of stars answers the call. Always there, a friend so true, with light of stars he'll guide you. Together we march through shadows and light, 6 spirits strong in the dead of night. Wizard's wish has forged our might, Vecna's ring will end tonight. Fate entwined under the stars, journey far to heal the scars. Vecna tremble here on light, 6 will stand to end the blight.
Okay, welcome back. When we last left our heroes, we were in Baker's Gap, Tennessee. Waking up, I believe, in the beautiful miniature tower that Zelric had built in the wood that kind of lined this valley of Baker's Gap. On the trail of a man named Gavin, who Merlanor was pretty sure had something to do with the disappearance of his father, Merkel. And you had a lead to take you to the mayor's office in Baker's Gap. You went there. You found Miss Natalie working inside of the mayor's office. The mayor, according to the sign out front, had gone away to church. While Merlanor was made invisible through magic and snuck in and freed Mr. Earl Hawthorne from the back room, was being kept prisoner there. Zephyr and I believe it was Zephyr, Asla, and Maro kind of took the lead on chatting up Miss Natalie, coming up with stories about where you're from, why you're here. You know, we're here to work in the mine. I'm here to sing at the inn. And she bought it for a time. She bought it for enough time to get Earl away. For Merlanor to discover looked like maybe some tax misappropriation, some diversions to the church in the back room. And you made your way away from the mayor's office before she could find you out. Then we completely split the party. Zelric took Earl back to the tower. Merlanor went to the post office to tack up the financial records on the bulletin board while he was still invisible. So these papers just kind of floated in the post office and nailed themselves up to the bulletin board. Zephyr and Maro, as evidenced in that amazing clip that Greg posted, went to the mine boss's office to, I guess, really solidify their story of why they were here. Got themselves jobs starting, the next morning, or I guess 2 mornings hence, because Zephyr had got himself a date with Miss Natalie the next morning. And Asla talked to the mine boss's wife, who runs the inn, who essentially said, "You can come sing if you want. People want to give you money. That's not my problem." And then we all kind of convened back at the tower. Earl had told Zelric something about his past. Earl had said that essentially his drunken negligence had led to a mine collapse outside of Baker's Gap just a little bit ago, and that collapse had taken the lives of 23 men and boys. And Earl was never found out as the person responsible. Zelric recognized this as one of those very important kind of secrets of power, right? The same kind of feeling he got when you heard some of the secrets that you heard in the Halleck's mausoleum from the nobles that you were rescuing. And Earl was happy to be sent on his way. Get on Tweetsy, get out of town. Get away from all these scary magicians and sorcerers and witches and invisible people. And so Earl left. Then we went to the Calvary Baptist Church, where we saw the mayor, Lawrence Harmon, preaching, but not for very long, because Merlanor kind of immediately fired his rifle into the ceiling, and that was not taken in the spirit of peace that maybe it was intended. Everybody at the church jumped up, attacked. There was a big fight, and just as it was concluding, the front doors to the church kind of blew open, and in walked a well-dressed man with a groomed beard and spoke to you, and it was apparent that this was Gavin himself. Gavin's presence, or something that he did, right, caused the combatants who are still alive among your enemies in the church to drop to the ground dead, with amber crystals jutting from their mouths and their eye sockets. And Gavin said you could find him at the end of the trail and settle this once and for all. At the end of the trail, you found the black stag that Cosmo had seen multiple times now, that Cosmo had heard in his head multiple times now. Cosmo asked, why did you show yourself to me? Why have you been talking to me? And maybe the unsatisfying answer was, Cosmo, because you looked. You looked into the dark wood. And around here, you cannot expect things not to look back. The stag, there was some kind of banter, some discussion with this stag, who was Gavin, who was a deep thing in actuality. And it became apparent eventually to both sides that bloodshed was the only way this was going to be resolved. the stag kind of called upon some malformed, warped dog creatures to emerge from the wood to assist him, but ultimately was little match for the party. And it's the help you had from the green itself, which stormed out of the woods to attack the black stag as well. And when the dust settled and the deep thing fell and was drawn back down into the earth, you found in the cave that the stag had come from Merkel Haggard, Merlanor's father, as well as I believe you found some other people who had been similarly bound as well, and you kind of helped. You took Merkel down to Passel Branch, Tennessee, where Merlanor's mother, Eleanor, was living. You spent about a week with them, while Merkel and his fellow people who were blessed by the green created a new mushroom circle that could substitute for the anchor point that you arrived in this world on back in Boone, North Carolina. And you stepped through it after a week, and that is where we ended.
Hey, Cole, you good over there? He was getting his ass kicked by his dog.
He's got a little bit of pent-up energy, and I completely understand.
I had a quick clarification question, David.
Okay.
Who was driving Tweetsy when Earl left?
You didn't go to the train and look.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
buddy. Yeah. 'Cause
That's a great
you
question.
died.
It was Earl himself. Earl hopped
Earl-
in and started driving the train.
Yeah,
Get
the
out of there,
engineer.
Out of this town,
Yeah.
whether anyone else
Engineer.
comes with this train or not.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. They had no spare conductors, probably.
Being able to drive a train runs in the family.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
engineer.
maybe Zephyr taught someone in that time how to do it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry.
yeah. buddy, just take. It's gonna be an L. Just accept it.
Well, we were tied at 3, and they just scored like a 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah, it's always gonna happen.
All right, sorry. I should have muted
So-
myself.
You get mad when I talk to Henry. Okay.
We step into the mushroom circle, and we find ourselves falling, landing once again on soft things.
My homunculus servant and my steel defender, how do they travel with us? My homunculus servant is pretty small,
Yeah.
so he fits in my pouch, but my steel defender, is he just
Uh,
inside? And so
Put him in
we're
the-
just going up with this new thing.
Put him in the bag
That's-
of holding.
a great question. I don't have a token for him, but I can make one at the break or before any combat happens.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's up to you how he travels with you.
I don't think the
he's
bag
just
of
gonna
holding
walk.
opens wide enough for it to get into it.
No,
You're gonna have to carry him on your back like it's Otakar and
he's like a
Lizbob.
mechanical wolf, so he can walk and stuff. Like he's
So-
gonna be able to move around, but I guess he's gonna be like Lizbob, where he trails behind me, and the homunculus servant stays in my bag until I need it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Merlanor, is that thing gonna be coming with us?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, we spent the last 2 weeks putting it together.
You're not in there with them. You're in a room with me.
What?
Correct.
What is it?
So, yes, you find yourselves in bedrooms.
All right.
Some of you with company, some not. But each of these bedrooms, you know, which are very nice and well appointed, very comfortable furniture. You know, each with your own bathroom. It's very nice. And each with a set of stairs leading down.
Do we feel like we just woke up? Or are we just
No,
like
you
plop?
feel like you just kind of fell about 5 feet and landed on a chair or a bed.
Good.
Zelric, do you mind? I'm trying to take a shower.
Athens gonna look at Cosmo and say, I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that.
My bad. I'll go downstairs.
I get we're close, man. We ain't that close.
Not yet.
You're my
What,
one and only friend.
what was that, Candace? Oh,
He
sorry.
looks at Cosmo and says, I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that.
Pretty trippy, man.
Zelric's heading downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. You descend this. Actually, you'd be down here. Sorry. You descend the spiral staircase and come out kind of the south end of the area where, Illustrial's desk is. You see her sitting there, and Mimir kind of floating around near her.
Asla's gonna head downstairs.
Okay.
Merlanor as well.
And then
Yeah.
Asla wants to talk to Mimir.
I was trying to think.
Zelric also needs to talk to Mimir.
Okay, that's fine.
The water in my shower ain't working, so I'll head down as well.
Okay.
Give Illustrial peace of my mind.
There you go. Cosmo and Maro just chilling for a bit.
Yeah, Maro's trying to think. He just realized he could cast or find a familiar as Cosmo did, so he's trying to
Okay.
think in his head like what he would like to bring about.
Okay.
Definitely not the player. Definitely Maro.
Cosmo is actually summoning a familiar. It's a weasel, and he's gonna hang out with it for a minute.
All right. Let's give you a weasel.
Tiny little guy.
Oop.
It's like black and brown. Looks like a weasel.
Yeah. There he is.
He's my
See
buddy
if I
now.
can- Let me see if I can give control to you. Cosmo. Boom.
Well, I don't think I could summon that familiar in here.
So downstairs, where? Oh, there's Asla. Okay. Where'd Merlanor go? There he is. Perfect. Downstairs, those of you who are down there, right, you see a few things. You see Milena. You see Morton kind of laid up in this chair over here. He's got a leg propped up on the ottoman in front of him, and Milena appears to be like stitching up his lower leg. You see Tasha kind of give just like a half-hearted wave from the other side of this couch that she's lying down on, and you notice an empty whiskey bottle kind of roll from under the couch towards you and stop right there. And Illustrial is happy to see you come down. Says you're back. Of course you're back. That's excellent. Merlanor, were you able to deal with the business of your father?
Yes, he's safe and recovering at home. Thank you.
Fantastic news. I hope the accommodations are acceptable. I apologize. Not everyone. I was not able to conjure separate rooms for everyone, but Milena told me. Well, she told me she noticed Cosmo and Asla seemed we're seeming a little close, so I hope this is fine.
We're good. It's fine.
Okay, wonderful. And Zephyr and Zelric, I understand you are old friends. So, anything I can adjust for you?
I tried turning on the water in the shower. There might be like a clog or something somewhere in the pipes.
I forgot to turn on the water. She snaps her fingers. Should be right as rain now. Huh, right as rain. Yes.
Amazing.
Uh,
Also,
um,
is there any sort of like training room that we have here?
oh, well, hmm, I suppose the sitting room upstairs could be repurposed for training. What do you have in mind? Is this about the guns again?
It's not exactly about the guns. I want to try some new things.
Certainly. Yes. Please keep explosions to a minimum. Anything like that. Otherwise, the statues should be warded. You may beat your weapons against those as often as you like.
Amazing.
Okay.
I think Maro starts to hear the chatter and wanders downstairs.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm terrified to ask, did you all survive this endeavor?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone came out. Well,
Wonderful.
Some of us
Okay.
are just getting ready upstairs.
That's just fine. That's just fine. So glad to hear that. Well, yes. Well, welcome back. While you were away, Mordenkainen and Tasha and I, we were able, using that fragment of the rod you retrieved from Webb's Edge, to divine the location of another fragment. It is on a world called Eberron. It is on a continent by the name of Corvair in a region called the Mournland. Somewhere in the outskirts of Mount Ironrot. Now, what we've found is the nature of this place makes it difficult to navigate, difficult to divine with specificity. We can tell that this second fragment is somewhere in this region, but other than pointing us to these outskirts of Mount Ironrot, we've not been able to divine a more specific, precise location. Now, Mordenkainen did some additional research, and he says he's read about devices called docents. These small sentient metal spheres that long ago were used to power and control mighty colossi, large mechanical beings. And Mordenkainen believes that if you can locate one of these docents, you should be able to augment the divining power of this rod fragment and point you to a more precise location in the Mournland. We believe that if any working docents are left to find, they're probably still in the ruins of one of the now dormant Colossus creatures. And she will hand you, so hold out basically for whoever's going to take it, the rod fragment. that you had recovered from Webb's Edge, which is there. Now, if you end up going looking in D&D Beyond or follow a link or something and see the stat block for the completed rod, don't get excited. Some of that's probably going to be changed.
No.
Did you see the last spell on that list?
No, I didn't look at it. I just saw the
Was it
pop-up
Wish?
for it.
It's
Simulacrum?
Simulacrum.
I can make a copy of myself.
Yeah,
What's-
no, we're not
what's
not
it
doing
called?
that. That's
Let
What's
me
the
make a
rock called?
copy of Zelric.
Yes, let us get British Zelric.
If you
What's
want
it
to
called?
cast Simulacrum, you can be a high enough level wizard or whatever and do it yourself. I
Don't
don't
tempt
think we're
him.
gonna have an item that just gives you that for free. So, but yes, gives you this piece, and then says, "Well, of course you're welcome to rest here for whatever time you need, though we all understand the urgency of our missions here. But is there anything that I can do for you?"
Asla's gonna say, do you have any diamonds I can buy? $500 each?
You see Milena kind of finish this last little stitch on Mordenkainen's leg, and she jumps up and runs over. I can help! I can help! I can help! I can help! Yeah, Illustrial said that she could, she's okay, and she kind of gives Illustrial a look. She's okay, you're okay, babe. She's okay with sending me out to do any shopping you guys need. And it's nice here, but it'll be nice to kind of see a city again, even just for an hour or an afternoon, Illustrial. But yes, I can help you with any shopping you need. You just let me know what you need, and give me the cash, and I'll be back in a jiffy.
So I'll
You
hand her
able to
$1,000.
Are you able to exchange these dollar bills?
Oh yeah,
I'm
we got
going
this
to
weird
assume
currency.
that during the week you guys had in Passel Branch, you were able to exchange those if you wanted to.
Okay.
If you want to keep them as souvenirs, you can do
I just wanted to make the joke. Where's the currency exchange at? I need. What's the rates right now? Do I need to hold on to this or?
That'd be good to stash.
Yeah, right.
I will give her 1,000 gold pieces for diamond dust.
Okay. So essentially, I mean, feel free to do shopping while you're in the Sanctum, but story-wise, Milena is the one who is
Dude.
helping you out.
I will give her my gloves of climbing and swimming and tell her
Mhm.
to exchange it for studded leather plus, what is it? Plus one?
Plus 800.
Plus one. And I should
Okay.
get 1,000 gold back from that trade.
Okay. She pulls out kind of a little parchment roll, and she's taking notes. Like, okay. Got it.
How long will it take for her to acquire the items and be back in the sanctum?
Oh, well, I would love to go to Waterdeep, Illustrial, and there it should not take too long at all. And Illustrial nods. You think, I mean, within a couple hours.
Okay.
Cosmo's coming downstairs.
All right, let's get Cosmo downstairs.
I'll give her my $1,000 and ask for 2 diamonds of 500.
Okay. Okay, you guys can do all that.
Get me however many health potions
Oh, that's not a
of
bad idea.
the superior variety that 1,300 will buy me.
What is superior cost?
$1 million.
Find out.
I don't know. That's why I said just however many I can acquire.
Soon, magic item prices. Superior healing, you say?
Superior.
Those are 2,000 apiece, bud.
Ooh.
Yowza.
I assume
Uh,
greater is
I will
500.
pass on that.
Graders are 200.
I will take however many graders I can get for 1,300.
I have 4
Okay.
graders. I think I'm okay.
She'll bring you back 6 graders and 100 golden change.
Merlanor, you said the glass of seeing or whatever it is up for grabs. What
Yeah.
kind of item is that? Like, what physical object is that?
Called a gem of seeing. What do
Oh,
you
it's
mean?
a gem.
It's a
Yeah.
gem of seeing.
Oh, I thought it was some kind of glass.
I think it's currently
Monocle.
made
of
into a
seeing.
monocle.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's-
my 6th level spell requires a magnifying glass, and I don't know if that's something that Maro really just has. So I was wondering if I could get that and use that as my magnifying. Use a magical item as a spell component.
I mean, that's fine. I suppose. Yeah, like
Take like a magnifying glass, like a monocle, I
Yeah,
guess.
like
yeah, I'm
just-
cool with
yeah.
that.
Cool.
Okay.
And I'll take that item off you.
You don't have to attune to it to use it as a magnifying glass.
I was kind of hoping.
Yeah.
Gem of Seeing.
I'm gonna sell Zelric's Pearl of Power because I don't use it anymore.
Okay.
So that'll be 600 gold back for me.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, do you want it?
What was it?
It's
I
a
missed
it's
it
a
entirely.
wondrous item, uncommon, requires attunement, and it just lets you
Oh.
regain a 3rd level spell slot once a day.
What was it?
Up to 3rd level. You can do well, it says yeah, it's just no higher than 3rd level. So it can be a 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, but it's just 1 per day.
How much is a brooch of shielding?
Mhm.
I unattuned to it to get
What are
my
we-
Ganeth mandolin.
What list are we currently using for magic items and their cost?
We are still using Castoon.
Okay.
Brooch of Shielding I see as 8,000.
Well, I want to sell it because I
Where'd you
can't.
get that?
That was
Yeah,
one of my free items.
Oh,
Oh,
the free item from Celestial? Or
oh, your free uncommon item.
Yeah,
I-
when
I could
I-
serve
Uncommon
with
worth
free uncommon.
8,000 gold?
that's crazy.
So remember for selling, remember real quick for selling, you get half, you sell for half gold, right?
I will
Okay,
still
so I get-
take that,
so I
and
get
then I
300
ask
then.
for a superior. So I'll only get 2,000 back.
Okay, so that works. Merlanor, when you did your 1,000 and change, were you accounting for the half
Oh,
half
no,
price to sell? Okay.
I wasn't. So
I just
then
I just fixed mine also.
it
from
should just
600
be
to 3.
break even then.
Okay.
I want you guys to know that we need to put another tally on the Zelric Zephyr because I was trying to look at Zelric's player sheet and I went to Zephyr's.
+1.
Hey,
I
David,
don't even know where we're at now. I think we're almost
I
at
got
10.
like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I think my weasel is stuck.
Your what is?
Oh, your weasel's stuck in the bookcase. There you go.
Yeah,
Oops.
there we go.
The weasel, Cosmo helps his weasel out from underneath the pile of books that it accidentally knocked down onto itself.
Whoops, yeah, he's a little rambunctious sometimes. He's on my shoulder now.
And then can Asla speak to Mimar? Here?
Yeah, anyone can speak to Mimir. Go for it.
She's gonna go up to Mimir and ask about Celestial and what is going on in Elysium
Okay.
and the king and queen.
Okay. You see Mimir almost, I don't know, to the extent of floating skull, he kind of like bows his head a little bit, right? As he floats there. Says, "Ah, blessed Elysium, plain of pure good and holiness, where sunlight bathes the land in golden hues and celestial melody fills the air. And at its center, the great capital of Heliopolis, ruled rightly and justly by the Archangel Thalor, the one true king." Yes, Thalor rose to the throne after his just and holy war against the disgraced King Alarion and Queen Seraphine, who were exiled to the Shadowlands for their own safety and for the safety of the realm. Now, under Thalor's watchful eye, Elysium prospers again and forevermore. Tilts his head back up.
What is going on in the Shadowlands?
The Shadowlands, one of those dark places, constructed and warded deliberately such that even those with eyes as piercing as Mimir's cannot see. I'm sorry. He's really embarrassed by this.
Say it's not your fault, Mimir. I'm gonna go off.
Oh.
My turn.
Yeah, what's Asla do at that information? What's she looking like? How's she reacting?
She's shocked, very upset, doesn't really know what to do with herself. She just kind of goes off on her own, quietly sits down. Maybe sheds a few tears.
Oh. Okay. So Zalric sees that and goes, my turn.
I saw Zephyr move, so I was like, I gotta get up here. I want my turn before Zephyr tries to do something.
I'm not talking to Mimir. You can have him, dog.
Yeah, okay, I thought that's what you were.
Hello.
Hi, Mimir.
Hello.
What can you tell me about the world of Theros?
Ah, Theros. A realm steeped in myth and legend, my friend, where gods walk among mortals and epic heroes rise to confront unimaginable challenges, where the world itself is shaped by the wrath of the gods and the deeds of great men and women alike, where champions vie for immortal favor or spurn the divine hands of the starry Nyx dwellers altogether. Visit intellectual Miletus, seclusive Setessa, or formidable Akros. Each of these, each polis holds its own opportunities for glory, my friend.
Can you tell me more about Akros? And the Temple of Triumph, maybe?
Okay. So that something specific like that would probably be his legend lore for the day.
Okay. I don't want to use it unless someone else has something more important to go over. So I'll wait and see if anyone else.
I didn't plan for anybody else to do a legend lore. So
Okay.
wow.
I mean, I can ask Mimir the legends of those cedars.
The trees.
We can legend lord the trees.
Bane of
Tell me about the
unions
trees
and
and the
minds
mines.
alike. Yeah.
What's up with them trees?
Just 1 second. Boom. What he will tell you about Akros, it is a militaristic-minded polis or city, right, in the world of Theros. Warriors train from birth in a variety of martial disciplines. When they come of age, serving in martial bands beholden to the city. Akros sits high on a cliff. in a very, militarily defensive position. And has occasional clashes with the Leonin folk, the lion folk, that dwell in the mountains nearby. Historically has warred with both Meletis and Setessa, but currently does not. The Temple of Triumph is the heart of the city. This huge stadium that hosts the greatest sporting event in all of the world of Theros, the Eroan Games, which is basically the Olympics. And people come from all over Theros to participate in games of skill, in showings of their prowess of mind, and in martial combat in these games. The games are dedicated to the god Erois, who is the god in Theros of honor and victory in war, who has the torso of a mighty human warrior and the lower body of the four legs of a mighty bull. And he says you should know, unfortunately, that this is all legend and history at this point. Akros has not stood for centuries now. The Eroan Games have not been conducted for centuries.
Catch all that, Zelric?
Yeah, I typed almost all of it.
Sorry.
Make sure I have everything there. Yeah. Zelric will ask what he means by how long was it destroyed?
He kind of struggles with this because the measuring time between realms is kind of a difficult thing, right? In the world of Theros, he says, there are no record keepers that remain. There are none among the living who remember the games. And Tasha kind of sticks her head up from over the couch. And it's like, why are you asking about something that happened a long time ago?
Zelric just kind of he noted obviously the whiskey bottle rolled earlier in front of him. He's just personal reasons. He doesn't really want to deal with her nonchalant attitude with this information. He's kind of trying to process. So
Okay.
Don't you have another bottle to be drowning your sorrows in, Tasha?
God damn.
What the fuck is happening over there?
I have not drunk all day. This bottle's from last night, okay? Sorry, people came in and started shouting at the skull. Woke me up.
Well, that's typically what people do whenever they're saving the world is they gather information, not sit on a couch.
Or just when they see a
Well,
floating skull.
someone just tried to gather information and sit on a couch at the same time. Could
And
do
how'd that
both.
go for you?
Your friend there wasn't very forthcoming.
Which one?
The Zelric. I remember his name.
I'm proud of you. I'm clapping in my head. That's to not disturb your peace even more.
She looks at Tarbin. You'll tell me what's going on with him, right? And he's like, go back to sleep, my love. We'll talk later.
Oh yeah, by the way, Tarbin, Maro has a sick song idea for you later on.
He jumps up. Why later? Why later? Why not? Who knows if we'll be alive later? Maro?
You know what,
Hey.
Maro? Take it away.
So, my thought for a song, right? It's a song about the trees, and they're in just basically a war with each other. There's certain trees that are taller than others, certain trees that are shorter. The ones that are tall are taking all the shade. The other trees find it unfair. They have a whole court about it, and eventually it's settled with sharp tools and axes.
Oh,
I meant
this is the kind of song that would really.
I don't know what you were
Put me
talking
in-
about. This
put
is the
me in
song
the-
that's in my mind right now.
Yes, this is the song that would really put me in the limelight, I think.
I was more mentioning the deer that was around the trees, you know?
Well, then why didn't you mention it? That's not my song. What?
Because you seem to be the tree expert.
Which is why I'm making this song.
Fair, okay. You know,
So I'm
talent
thinking.
is talent.
So I'm thinking for the first couple lines, you could say something like, "There's unrest in the forest, trouble with the trees, for the maples want more sunlight, and the oaks ignore their pleas."
That sounds so familiar, but I can't. I will rush to jot this down tomorrow.
I think this could be a hit. I think this could be a more progressive kind of song form for the modern day.
You gotta get a drum.
Yeah, you're gonna need a really good drummer, dude. A
Yeah.
fucking great drummer. One of the best drummers of all time, honestly. You might have to search high and low for that.
Well, I've heard of a place called Canada. Maybe we'll get someone from there.
I don't know where that is, but sounds like a good idea to me.
Well, you know where we were? It's in my realm. It's north of where we were.
How far north?
Oh,
Very far north.
I bet a drummer that great probably wouldn't be alive for many decades after
Mm,
your time.
Can't you see
Possibly.
into the future? Can't you like go to different times?
yeah,
Carbon?
Is that not a thing?
No?
Oh no, not Tarbin. I thought I was talking to someone else. More.
You're talking to Tarbin. Who are you talking to? Tasha? She's asleep. Leave her alone.
Porter Cannon. Can you see in the future?
No.
Okay.
He's like rubbing his temples like this is like a very elementary thing that he has to explain. No, the seeing into the future is rarely clear, even for those who. That's not his voice.
Mordenkainen.
He changed
More
his
than
voice.
Gaiden. No,
Mordenkainen
listen,
has changed Texans now.
listen. The seeing into the future, it is rarely clear. It is imperfect science and requires years of mastery to attempt even these glimpses. Because the future, well, we hope the future can change. Yes, so is always fuzzy at best.
I mean, I could see the future pretty well.
Well, to me, it sounds like Tarbin's gonna have to wait for his drummer.
And then I'll give you an example, Mordenkainen. Maro's gonna get hit in the next 5 seconds.
I hit you the moment you say that. Right in the face. I'm not fucking no. I unarmed strike Zephyr.
5 seconds later.
My,
Fuck.
my steel defender goes to protect Zephyr.
Okay.
Okay, I'll swing a disadvantage, see if I care.
It is chaos in the sanctum. That's, terms what I was thinking of a request. You're going to such strange, faraway, wonderful places. If you find any unusual instruments or music making devices, and you're able to return with them, I would absolutely love to experiment with them. Just something. If you remember your old friend Tarbin while you're away, that would be wonderful.
Hey, Asla, don't you still have your guitar?
I do. I actually wrote a song if you guys want me to sing it.
Yeah.
David?
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
about trees?
Do you still have that, David?
Oh, I do. I mean, I have it. I don't have
I
a
have
way
the
to
link.
play it. I don't have a way to play it over this. I don't think,
Okay.
because all
I
the
can-
music is like through YouTube links.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will put it in the chat then.
Okay.
And Greg, if you want to play it, you can.
Not prepared.
He just told me to bring it up. By the way.
Say you had to sing it.
Well, why don't the next time we take a break, why don't we do a flashback
Okay.
after the
there we go.
break to the
There.
time when Asla played this song for Tarbin and everybody.
Wasn't that so cool?
Yeah.
While Maro and Zephyr are fist fighting each other.
Mhm.
I'm not really
Um,
fist fighting. I'm just trying to prevent his future from being right so that he's wrong.
So
I
we're
put
just
it
gonna
in the chat.
ask Illustrial and point towards this teleportation sigil things on the ground
Yep.
and ask her if this is like a viable teleportation circle or if it's just random arcane drawings for something else.
So she will explain. I mean, this is sort of her custom teleportation circle. The sanctum is warded against teleportation in or out, other than kind of the exceptions that she makes. So far, this is the circle that she has used to establish, an anchor point in the worlds you've gone to.
Okay.
As kind of part of that exception, right? So that's why you guys can only come back through those anchor points.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if it's functional if I use teleportation circle. Like if we couldn't get back to the one she made. If Zoark memorized it, could I make a teleportation circle for us? But if that's not possible because it's outside magic, then it's no biggie.
She just, I think the risk, frankly, I'm sorry, I think the risk is too great. Should you fall into the wrong hands, and should the sigil sequence be revealed, all would be lost, you understand? I apologize. I know, in a sense, this puts you all at greater risk on your sojourns, but I have to keep this place safe. My Milena is here. Mordenkainen and Tasha are here. I'm sorry.
Sojourns is such a fun word. Word of the
It
day,
is.
sojourns.
It is a fun word.
You mean the Overwatch character?
Yeah, sure. Zork will just in his mind be like, "Well, I hope I don't get my mind read in the next 30 days because that thing is stuck in there." He'll just ask her if she knows there might be a section in the library that has books on Theros, or if not, he's gonna go look for books about traveling to a different plane, but at a different time period than what it is at currently.
Okay. All right. I mean, she kind of points you to a section, we'll call it over here, that has like various books on different planes.
Cool. Zelrica's
And
gonna be spending time over there.
Tarvin
Before we
is
leave.
enraptured by Asla's song that we will hear after the break. But I can tell you now because I have heard it. Tarvin is like tears streaming down his cheeks. When it's over, he throws up like magical confetti. During it, he's like sparks a flame on his thumb that he's kind of like waving back and forth like a lighter. It's magical to him. He's not a jealous bard. He is super stoked to have another bard around. Zelric, while you go over there and you hear kind of a big grunt from the center of the room as Tasha gets herself up and just kind of stands behind you and watches you. And I wrote a book once on looking into the past.
Yeah, this thing, and Zorik will pull it out of the bag of holding. The temporal, I forgot what it's called.
Tasha's Temporal
copied it.
Trials? Yeah.
I just copied all my notes over. So
The one that was in your wrist pocket dimension.
yeah, I did carry it out with wrist pocket, and then
Okay.
put it back after we got out of the tower. After I thought we were getting shunted out of a window for funsies, but that didn't actually happen. Yeah, Tasha's Temporal Trials. Yeah.
You're a fan.
Oh no.
I knew you were just playing before. You are a fan.
I mean, I know who you are, and I've heard stories of who you are. And yes, I have read this book front to back like 3 times, and I've even casted the spell inside it. Zephyr, he points over to him and Maro trying not to punch each other. Zephyr was there, and he helped me with the spell, and had a run-in with. I'm blanking on the names of what they're called.
A Quarret.
Yeah.
Which
The
is
Time Wardens.
Yeah.
Warden people from what is it called?
From Sigil.
Yeah, from Sigil. Yep.
That's not easy magic. And getting out of there before the Quarret can take you is not easy either. That's impressive. But you're looking to actually travel yourself physically back?
Yeah, from what Mimir told me, if I was to just go to Theros now, it wouldn't be at the right point in time. So I need to look back and figure out how long ago I'm looking back in time, and then jump to that point specifically, or before that point.
Well, it's the jumping back that's the trick, isn't it? I mean, it's one thing to establish the bridge so you can see, but I don't know that anyone's ever mastered such a large physical jump. What's the need for this?
He'll look down at the book in his hand that he was reading, look back up, look back down at the book. I sent some people I care about. Originally, I thought back in time, but not only back in time, but to what I've learned was Theros after we used your spell. And now I'm trying to get them back. Desperately. Been trying for 4 or 5 years now.
She looks like she's kind of trying to think of something like some smart quip to say, and then she kind of shakes her head.
That's heavy, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Have you, in your research on this, have you had any leads? Anyone who you've worked with?
Well, over maybe a year and a half or so ago, I met a wizard in the town of Leylon in Faerun, and we conducted an experiment with this dimensional prism that he had made. And it had done something similar to what your spell had done, but it just showed me a village or town or city of some kind that was just going through history, rising and falling, new civilization coming in, and then I heard the person I lost speak, and then it shattered. The prism he had made, and he, before we parted a little over a year ago, he had given me a new one that he said he had made some improvements on, and then Zorik will pull the dimensional prism out of his bag and have it just float levitatingly over his hand from its innate magic, and then hand it over to her.
She takes it and is treating this object like reverently, right? She's looking at it. You can see she's kind of casting some divining magic on it, right? Probably like identify, those types of things. And may I, while you seek the second fragment of this rod, may I study this? I don't know how likely, but maybe if you, may I study this? We may be able to help each other, Master Zelric.
Yeah, it's probably safer to keep here than it would be to travel with it and it get lost or stolen or break or something while we were out and about anyways. So
thank you.
Especially since we don't know what we're fully going into. So
she waves her hand, disapparates, and reappears at this desk over here, just kind of lost in this thing, in this prism.
he'll kind of just stare and think about, should I have done that? He's sobered up pretty fast. And then he'll go back to staring down at whatever book he was reading prior to her walking up to him.
Okay. You will find in your book a story of the last Aroan games with, we'll say, enough detail about what's going on in the world at the time for you to, feel confident kind of pegging the time that this is that this occurred. And it is very like flowery language, very kind of like Greek poetry language, right? Epic language, describing these games and describing the strange new priestess of Erois who oversaw them. The woman out of space and out of time who arrived, who Erois favored, and who oversaw these games. and the tragedy that befell her. And the tragedy is not detailed any further.
Okay. I think with that, Zelric probably still book in hand. Unless we're like dipping out right now. Zelric might go back up to the room. If everyone else is still doing stuff, Zelric probably go up to the room with the book and just contemplate, make notes.
Okay.
Have some alone time, quiet time away from everything else to collect thoughts and whatnot. So
Okay. What's everybody else doing? Asla played her song, which we will hear, and that kind of finishes up. Anybody doing anything else or
Hey,
with each other?
Asla will probably go upstairs.
Mr. Zelric, before you go upstairs, do you mind if I borrow your robes?
sure.
They're not magical of any kind,
I
right?
would
No,
so
they're
mind.
just white robes.
Zarek just strips.
He's wearing outer robes over some basic clothes.
Sure, he is.
He'll hand Merlanor the white robes that he's been wearing, and he'll grab his blue robes he used to wear and put them on while he goes upstairs.
Okay.
And let me just double check what I have to do with this.
Aw. You destroying his new robes?
No, I'm making them better.
Zelric's wardrobe changing. He's going back to blue, baby.
I'm making them better, man. I just gotta double check to make sure it's. I should have time, right?
You guys probably have like a day here to rest up before
That's plenty of time to.
they really start bugging you, like to go. But you know, it's you guys. You do what you want.
use this. And so I'm just going to choose some robes here. And the next time I see Zelric, I infused this with some magic here. It has 4 charges. If you're maintaining concentration and feel like it's about to slip, you can use a charge to keep concentration of your spell. Sound good?
Greatly appreciated.
And he just gave him a mind sharpener.
Nice. I assume that does not require attunement. I don't think your things require attunement.
No, none of my
Cool.
stuff requires attunement. I made sure to choose stuff that didn't require attunement since everyone is so attuned.
Decked out. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
That's pretty crazy.
Much
Yeah.
appreciated.
So yeah, it will regain 1d4 charges at dawn. If you fail a concentration throw, you can use a reaction to spend a charge and just succeed. Not even reroll, just succeed.
Wow.
Nice.
Wicked. Yeah, super appreciated.
Okay. So Asla is making her way upstairs. I'm just gonna stick you there, basically, so we don't have to keep. But Asla is going upstairs, and Milena kind of follows and like catches you on the stairs a bit. She's like, "Hey, is everything okay?"
I don't think so. But I'll be okay on this journey.
Okay. Well, I know I talk a lot, but I'm pretty good at shutting up too if you never need someone to listen.
I appreciate that, but I don't think I'm ready to talk yet.
Okay.
But thank
I'm
you.
around.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. She'll come back down, check on Mordenkainen's leg. Looks good. Looks good.
So, Illustrial, I need to switch out my magic item and also procure some knowledge as well.
Go on.
I would like to procure knowledge on the different war gods.
Well, how much time do you have? Which gods of which realm?
Preferably of this realm.
Oh, we are in no realm. That is the benefit of this place.
Preferably
Ah.
of the realm of the Forgotten Realms.
Okay.
Our typical ones that we look to for worship on Tariel.
Perfect. Give me a second.
It's all good.
As well, there is Grumsh. Though you are not orcish in nature, I don't know that he would find much affinity with him for that. There is, of course, Loth, the Spider Queen, but given your actions at Web's Edge, again, I can't imagine she has many kind feelings for you now. I would say the most commonly favored in Faerun, there's of course the god Tyr, the maimed god, god of law and justice, who keeps war as a domain. Righteous, just, honorable war. There is the god Tempus, the lord of battles, who seems more to favor war for its own sake, shall we say? The glory and the courage that war by necessity breeds among the most heroic. Bahamut, the dragon god, keeps war as a domain as well. The dragon god of justice, who himself serves Torm, god of law.
So I don't really know if all of this killing that we've been doing is really justified, if you will. I mean, I know it is. But I can't follow Shantia's teachings anymore. The lines of good and bad have become muddled as my time has gone on.
The sad necessities of what we must do can make it difficult to feel affinity to the life goddess. I understand. And I, again, am sorry that you were in such a position.
No, it's part of the job. But I will definitely take a book on Tempus and Bahamut and read into those in the makeshift training room.
All right. She will give you books that are basically the Forgotten Realms wiki pages on Tempus and Bahamut.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And then before I go to the training room, Malena,
Yes? Do you need help?
I actually do. I need someone that I can bounce some of these gods off of and see which one would fit better for me.
Sure. I imagine, given what you've done, you'd be quite the prize for either of these gods to claim as champion. But yes, whatever
You
you
don't
need.
mind. I was gonna head up to the training room to also try and hone in some of these new skills that I'm thinking of.
Okay. She will head up to the training room, and I'll kind of scoot you up there. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not designed as a training room, but
Yeah,
Illustrial's happy to let you use it. Milena is happy to help you out with whatever you need.
we'll make do with what we got.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll spend the better part of pretty much all of our free time here really making my choice on who I'm going to follow.
Would you mind
Okay.
if Maro observes?
I mean, it's not a private session. I'm just going up here to try and hone in my new class's abilities.
Maro would like to just silently be in the room.
Okay. All right. Anything else anyone wants to do? We're kind of like in montage mode right now, essentially, right? So, any interactions you want to have or things you want to do. So the next thing will essentially be when you guys decide you want to head out. If there's not anything.
I think the
Really?
only thing I had was just, do we know if we need to do I need to cast seeming on us to make us look different because our attire's going to be weird? If we knew what the people there looked like?
Well, what Mimir can tell you about Eberron, if somebody asks, is so you're going to the Mornland. What was once the great and peaceful nation of Sire is now shrouded in the dead gray mist. That miles-thick fog that prevents even those high above in airships from taking a proper view of the Mornland. Not that they would wish to. The last war waged between the great nations of Onder, Breland, Sire, Thrain, and Karnath ravaged the Sire homeland for nearly a century. And then the day of mourning wiped out what little remained. And now, remnants of the last war's battlefields, such as those fire-spewing war machines called Colossi, and whatever poor creatures might cling to life in that land, are all that remain. And you get the sense there's not a lot of civilization where you're going. This is a desolate kind of place.
Okay. Then I'll probably just leave it till we get there.
Okay.
And if it comes up that I feel like we need to do it, then I'll do it. I'll just keep the spell prepared. So.
Excuse me. Okay.
But other than that, I think I'm personally good.
Okay,
Ready
Cosmo.
to go whenever.
Cosmo's ready. He's just been spending time with his weasel.
Okay.
Asla's ready.
Okay.
At the end of my training, I would like to actually use the rod. The first
Okay.
part. and commune with Tempus.
Don't break the rod, bro.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about it because it's the first cast.
Just saying, we need that.
The entire campaign derails.
Pretend to
Turns
drop
into
it.
us
That's
having to
not-
forge a new rod of 7 parts.
Okay. You commune with Tempus, and you get this image of this in your mind of this just big, tall human man in like kind of jagged plate mail splattered with blood. The helm he's wearing, like you can't see his face right behind the eye slits in the helm that he's wearing. But you can see just like the kind of piercing eyes behind him, and that's it.
Okay.
And this plate mail, like it covers, his torso, his chest, his stomach, but his absolutely like ripped, scarred arms are uncovered, and you just feel this stare.
One sec. I'm reading the thing on commune.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if if it goes both ways of being able to see him and he sees me, or if it's I just see him and he doesn't see me type thing.
I think he sees you. Yeah, I think he sees you, and you can ask him 3 yes or no questions.
Okay. Then obviously I'm gonna kneel
Okay.
as a sign of respect,
Mm-hmm.
and I will ask him if he will lend me his power for whenever I charge into battle.
And when you say charge into battle, you see the helm nod. Yes.
Will you lend me the power to bring vengeance upon what has been wronged to me and my friends?
You see him like kind of breathe deep, and then like a satisfied exhale. Yes.
How's your day going, Tempus?
Do you have a concept of days?
3 questions that
Besh.
can be answered with a yes or no.
Better
Oh.
now.
So
This is what it says.
Later on down in the description of the spell, it says that the DM can also give a short phrase as an answer.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is that what you were reading earlier, I guess?
Yes.
Sure.
He says, better now, and better still, when you shed the blood of your enemies in my name.
Thank you.
He nods.
I've never seen a god, so I don't know how to properly leave. But thank you, my lord.
Quickly.
And then Zephyr will just blink away the vision or whatever
Yeah.
mirage hallucination.
I like to imagine Zephyr dons a blanket again and jumps off the cloud.
That's how he leaves every situation.
Just every situation, just all right.
Yeah. I am now a paladin.
Oh,
What? We got
I
a pally.
expected warlock.
I like it.
I
Oh,
knew
I
it.
dungeon.
like it.
We got
I knew
a
it.
true warrior.
Yeah.
Tried to say.
Clerics can't
Clerics-
smite.
Oh, he has a ring. Oh, he fucking doesn't.
A true warrior.
No, I had to tell you about the ring to throw off any suspicions initially.
I know.
So, yeah, this is a big change for Zephyr.
Say that
Yeah.
again.
God change, yeah. Okay. So, after the course of the day, where everyone has done what they've done, Milena has been teleported out by Illustrial to do your shopping, has come back, that's all resolved. If you are ready to head to the Mornland, Illustrial is ready to send you.
Did we get like a briefing?
Yes.
We did. So,
Oh, the tricot. There's a
says-
lot of. Sorry.
so you are being sent to let me just pull up this here so you can have a reference. So this is the continent of Corvair in the world of Eberron. This is only one of the continents on this world. This area here is the Mornland, formerly the Kingdom of Sire, that was destroyed in the last war, specifically on the day of mourning when a strange force basically swept the entire continent, destroying almost everything, shutting down the hundreds of colossi, war machines, and enshrouding this whole land in this tall, thick mist. This red square here is basically where we'll be going. So this is kind of in a valley in the outskirts of a place called Mount Ironrot. And there you are seeking the second rod fragment. Illustrial has said they are unable to point you more specifically, right? Oh, the rod fragment is right there, right? Because the nature of the Mornland makes it difficult to divine and difficult to navigate even when you're there. So Mordenkainen's suggestion was find something called a docent, right? Which is a small sentient metal sphere that were used during the last war to power these great war machines. And if you compare the local magic of the docent to the innate divining power of the rod fragment that you carry, that may be enough to get a bead on where specifically the second fragment is. Okay.
So surely they're sending us with a map of the area of some sort, right? They're not just dropping us down, and we just got to try and figure out where we're going.
They will they will explain that the distances here almost seem ever shifting. It is difficult to draw maps of the Mornland or even places within the Mornland that remain good maps for kind of any period of time. Once you kind of teleport in, you should have like a kind of decent look at the area and places that you might begin your search. Mordenkainen's right. So yeah, I told you what he said, right? Yeah, basically, if you want to look for a docent, it's probably still in one of the colossi that litter the battlefield. But you don't have to. You'll be able to kind of do this however you want.
And to switch over to the web browser, because at first Discord was just like, yeah, look, it's the demon wastes, and that's all you see. And then I
Oh.
zoomed out on the web browser, and I was like, "Oh, this is such a much more bigger map than I thought." It was.
Yeah, this is a big file. It took a while to load for me too. So let me work on getting some music changed real quick.
Before we start adventuring around, can we take potty breaks?
Yes, let's
Like-
take potty breaks.
Time to take a break.
Before you chime back in, when you're back from your potty break, listen to Asla's song that's in the general chat.
I'm gonna try and I was going to just basically screen share or stream it in the Discord.
Oh, okay. That works too.
If everybody's cool with that,
That's fine.
when we get back or whatever.
Let's do that.
All right, I'll wait till everybody goes back then.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get this ready to hit enter on after that. Okay. Then
And you
we'll
got my-
visit. What's that?
You've got my Steel Defenders token.
Nope. I will do that during the break.
Oh, I'll mention to you the two most likely familiars for me are a fox, and I can't remember the name of the other one. I'm doing great. An onyx.
In Onyx?
And Onyx, like Pokemon.
Yeah. that's
No,
something.
not like Pokemon.
Onyx, like the gemstone.
Like a bat?
An onyx, which is a regular cat with special traits and modified attack that only apply used in the following encounter. Hyperlink. www. No, I'm not doing that. It's a huge fucking cat that can't be killed in combat.
Let me see.
If you'd allow me to cast that, I don't know if that's.
Oh, what's Onyx? Is it spelled?
Yes.
Let's see. Onyx.
My familiar is a pissed off Sooner fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
it's
bad
from-
is
it's
it
from
now?
It's from Acquisitions Incorporated.
19-3 at halftime.
I knew it'd get fucking.
And
clapped.
it's huge.
Now, if that's not
okay.
something you think that I would be familiar with, I'm
So,
perfectly fine not.
Acquisitions Incorporated is like a lot of it's like joke stuff.
Okay.
I think this is one of those things where it's like
Okay.
a CR0
find-
creature that you cannot
Can't
kill.
kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
I'll
a
find.
7 to hit. Yeah, we're gonna nix the Onyx, sadly.
Okay. I didn't see the on hit. I wasn't even going to use it for combat. I just wanted a huge cat. Then I would say that or probably an owl. Those are going to
Okay.
be my two like most likely ones.
Okay.
But
And
I
it would
eat
be
my
it would be
damn-
a snow owl. It would be
Okay.
a snow owl for
Bro,
sure.
leave my damn weasel alone, bro.
I'm not touching your damn weasel. I don't want to touch your weasel.
All right. I am gonna go pee and then get that.
I'm gonna-
thing
I'm
ready.
gonna take Henry for a quick little walksy do.
Waxadoo. All right, now we're gonna play Asla's new song. Coming up here in just a second.
Six souls were chosen from a wish so bold. 3 wizards summoned them with stories untold. Vecna's shadow casts a looming threat. Adventurers rise, all fates intersect. Cosmo the druid with hair like gold. Starry skies, his canvas to unfold. Brushing locks in the moonbeams glow. Nature's secrets only he will know. Maro from the grove with Mark race. Stars guide his path through time and space. 2 druid hearts in rhythmic dance. Their bond is the universe's chance. We'll fight together, heart and soul. Magic and might are ultimate goal. Vecna, beware, your darkness will fall. United we stand, adventurers call. Zephyr makes a stand. Flames of life in his hand. abandoned by the divine. Through darkness he will shine. Asla the bard, the secrets held tight. Great cleric whispers hidden from light. Melodies echo through the silent night. Her truth will shine when the time is right. We'll fight together, heart and soul. Magic and might, our ultimate goal. Vecna, beware, your darkness will fall. United we stand, adventurers call. Zephyr wizard, time's dear friend, searching for kin till the end. Books and spells, his guiding light, through shadows of eternal night. Merlanor, rogue and sly half-elf, searching the night for a father long gone, cultist stolen from his sight. Together we march through shadows and light, 6 spirits strong in the dead of night. Wizard's wish has forged our might, Vecna's reign will end tonight.
Nice.
That's groovy.
Yeehaw, brother.
It's on her
Groovy, baby.
guitar.
Yeah.
It's on her guitar.
Yeah. Oh, why did this go away again? God. I love that song. Okay.
I didn't know how true it was going to be about Zephyr there.
I know. All right, we're back. We are going through the portal, and you will step out. I'll move you to this map real quick, but then I'm gonna move you somewhere else. So you step out, and it's this weird feeling because you feel like you're falling through this portal, and then there's this perspective shift as you realize you're kind of walking forward a few steps. Out in front of this 20-foot tall, vertical, black oval made of glass that's just sitting here in the muck atop this tall hill. And as you look around, you see this kind of misty haze that just kind of envelops everything here. You also see, and now I will move you here, you are able, because of this vantage point, to kind of look out over this valley. So we are, and I'm also going to add this as a handout to you guys in case you want to refer to it and not jump everybody back to the map. But you're kind of standing here like on top of this tall hill in front of this oval portal that is your anchor point to get back. As you look out across this valley, you see several huge, just like ruined giant metal constructs, right? So you see like 5 or 6 of them, like in the dirt, or like on the sides of the mountains over here. This stream that comes down, you also see 2 kind of noteworthy features. Closer to you, you see what looks like a small tent encampment along the side of this river. And farther along, you see what looks like maybe a small stone settlement. Kind of the only noteworthy landmark you can pick out from here is a windmill that's just kind of like very slowly turning. So, back at the portal, I guess first everyone make sure you can move, everyone make sure your hit points are correct. everyone make sure that your defenders, homunculi, familiars are under your control.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you're at this this thing, and I guess where do you want to go? Remember, you can pull that handout up to look at that map, or just ask me if you prefer to switch you back to the big map if you want to look at the terrain again.
Merlanor, why'd you have me help you make that tiny ass little dog? Do you see that thing? That thing's huge.
Well, I'm sorry. I wanted to make it manageable because they're traveling with us. You want one of those to travel with us?
Yeah. You don't?
Then you fucking make it.
Give me the tools and I'll make it, baby.
You can borrow my tools anytime. I'm still learning how to do all this. Maybe one day.
But
I
you
mean, we need to find, blanking on what that morning training called it.
Innocent?
Yeah. So we should probably head to the closest giant robot.
Okay.
It
I'd
has
love
to
to-
be a working one, right? She said we're looking for a working one.
We're looking for a
That's
working
correct.
docent, but it could be inside. It would be inside of a robot. So, I mean, we could search a fallen one and see if it hasn't been taken. But
Yes. So yeah, the suggestion was look for a working docent in one of the dormant colossi.
Okay.
Yeah. Trying to take on a non-dormant colossus would probably be would probably go poorly.
We can do it.
we're level 12. We're practically.
You're at level
gods.
12.
You're basically
yeah.
gods.
Okay. My last question, is everybody cool with that? I guess.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's our
let's-
suggestion. Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you kind of agree to this and set out, is everybody's familiar on the board?
Yes.
I haven't brought one up yet.
I guess my question is, do you want your familiar to be in play?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm good not having mine right now.
Okay. All right.
I can always make Pigeon Forge hide.
Okay. You hear through the mist to your west thundering footsteps. Several sets of thundering footsteps. You have a few seconds to decide if there's anything you want to do. Before-
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Shit
go
and run.
up here and hide
I'm going with
behind whatever
Zelric,
this,
man.
whatever this
I'm-
metal construct is.
I'm
We
gonna
just got here. I'm not trying to
cast
scrap.
Greater invisibility on myself.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm hiding. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna crouch down, hide as
Yeah.
best so I can over here.
Okay.
I'll crouch down behind Zelric.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the front man.
I have really shit stealth, so I need cover.
I can't move Merlanor anymore.
I'm sticking here, and as
Uh,
it gets closer, I'll try and hug the wall to try and be out of its vision.
Okay. Yeah, if you stick yourself like on a wall in the map, then you get stuck. So. Okay.
I'm hiding behind here.
Tearing out from the mist are
Oh.
3 creatures that look like this. Oops, hold on just a second. And they are sprinting to the east. Is anybody doing anything?
Staying quiet.
No, I don't want to fuck with the dinosaur.
Yeah, there's
All right.
no point fucking with these guys, I don't think.
Very
Okay.
still.
a few seconds later,
Oh god, it's gonna be something worse.
Ah!
A dragon.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
One of these bad boys comes tearing out after them. So at this point, let's see, we have an invisible. Who is hiding at the moment?
Merlanor
said they were
is hiding.
Cosmo.
I mean, I
Mars, I
kinda me as well.
I mean, it's a free roll if you want to try to be hiding.
Oh boy, I have +0 to these.
I have disadvantage and +1 to these.
Oh my gosh!
We're rolling. All right.
Do I
rolling
need
this.
to roll?
You do not need to. Well, you can roll with advantage, Asla. Wow.
I get a minimum 22. Do I need to
That
roll?
was almost a nat 20 for me, and it rolled to a 2.
Merlanor does not need to roll.
Yeah,
Ooh,
there's
okay.
no point for that.
Asla killed it.
I will roll.
I have +5, but I have disadvantage, but I got to roll with advantage, so it was a straight roll.
Okay.
This is my steel defender. Cool, awesome.
Okay.
That is cool. So my steel defender is out in the open, and
Ew.
I said my homunculus is on the board, so I am going to roll for him too. I think he gets a +4 to his dex.
Oh, I don't like the turn order just popped up.
Well, of course.
Cool. They rolled.
Some of us are seen.
Alright.
Logan got a 3.
Wildlife can't be friendly.
Listen, I didn't
Okay.
roll the worst out of the group. Okay, Parker's Stillwell Defender had a nat 1. Okay,
Yeah,
that
but it
one
has
did
a
worse than I
+5.
did.
That's
But
a
it,
+5.
it's still a nat 1. It's better than a 2, or worse than a 2. So
Roll the
Okay. If on your stealth check you got a 15 or above, then you can roll initiative with advantage.
dang, go Asla.
Yeah.
What if I?
Okay.
This is a first.
This is a first. Maro. What do you do as you see these creatures just tearing across this hill here?
Well, I can tell that they've kind of caught eye of us, huh?
Some of you. Yeah.
I'm not gonna let them get the jump on us. So I will walk around right about here. Are they? You said they're still just tearing east.
Yes. These guys appear to be running away from this guy. But that was before any of them saw any of you, so you probably don't know what's gonna happen. Unless you
Is this a?
make one of the new study actions.
Oh, I hadn't seen that. I could just cast Speak with Animals and try to tell if they are, hostile or not.
You could.
I think I will do that, actually.
Okay.
It looks like it does take a spell slot, so first level spell slot.
Okay. It's an action casting time.
I believe so. Let's see. Correct.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna ask the closest dinosaur. I don't know how to say. Gobu? I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Nobu.
I'm just basically gonna ask them, friend or foe?
I do this here. Run away, running away.
Okay, then I'm gonna tell them, I don't think they mean us harm. I think they're fucking scared.
What about the big guy?
I haven't talked to that one.
What the?
If he attacks you, I guess attack him back or something. But that's what they're running from. It seems they're just saying run, run, run.
Is that a concentration spell, Maro?
Let us see.
And then
No, it just
Asla-
lasts 10 minutes.
Okay. Any bonus action?
I don't think I have any bonus actions that I particularly want to do.
Okay.
Oh, you know what though? Hang on, so the Asimar stuff is now a bonus action?
Okay.
Interesting. Is it? Sorry. Necrotic
That's
Shroud.
okay.
Creatures other than allies within 10 feet of you must succeed a Charisma saving throw. So it seems that that's only instantaneous and not a lasting effect, the Necrotic Shroud. So I couldn't try to frighten the T-Rex yet. So in that case, I will just maybe duck back a little bit.
Okay.
Be right here.
All right.
No, there's not a bonus action I want to do.
Okay, Asla, you are up. You are invisible.
Okay. 5, 6, 20. Ah! Stuck. Oh, is this a rock?
Oh, are you stuck? There you go.
I'm trying to go towards like Maro and them. How far can I get?
Only attack the big one.
Let me look at the light. Oh, yeah, I have this as like this here rises up like about 20 plus feet, right? This is like the leg of one of these colossi.
Okay.
So I have it as like blocking.
Okay, so I think
Light.
I can go here, which is 20 feet. Okay, well I can only see Maro and Merlanor, but I'm gonna cast 8 on them just in case. I'm gonna say, in times of strife, we'll never cower. United as one, we'll face any power. With iron will and unwavering might, we'll face the challenge shining bright. And you guys have 8.
It's second level, so 10 more hit points to both of you.
For 8 hours?
Mm-hmm.
So most of the day.
Yeah.
And I sure do have a lot of HP.
I was trying to see Zelric, but I can't see him, so.
You have 8 temporary.
No,
10 temporary hit points.
10 temporary. 10
Then, yeah, extra,
Max.
basic.
extra. You can increase your.
Oh.
You can still get temporary hit point.
Yeah, so am I adding 10 and 10, or am I just adding 10 to my max?
10 and 10.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How do I put... I'll put it over here, I guess.
I was really trying to get to Zelric, but I can't see him, so.
That would be my big fat ass.
Okay, very good. So you hear Asla, chanting, singing these words, but you don't see her. But then you both feel aided, feel stronger,
Sweet.
and you can do an additional. You can do a third creature if you want, Asla.
Oh, so can I do his little guy?
You could do his little guy. You could do his other little guy. You could do yourself. You could do one of the dinosaurs.
If you do one of the little guys, do Cold Claw.
Okay, I'll do Cold Claw.
All right.
I think you could also hit Zelric too, because it says choose up to 3 creatures within range. You just wouldn't know if Zelric was in that range.
Oh, does that work?
I do think generally you have to see a target of a spell.
That's what I thought.
What's our resident wizard? What you know the rules, Zelric. What do you think? Let me see.
Will you post this spell?
It is.
It's in roll 20.
Range.
Unseen
I mean,
creature.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't say. So I guess it depends if you want to count it like a healing word. Because I would assume that Asla, like Zelric's not hidden very well, so imagine if Zelric like hit his foot on this fucking giant metal thing next to him or something. So
I'm fine if you want to do Zelric.
you might know. You
That's
probably
fine.
know he's there, considering I feel.
I knew you
stuff
were
there.
there. That's why
And
I
you
was
saw
trying
me.
to
You
go
saw me
that
run
way.
up there. So
Okay.
if I'm
That's
within your
fair.
range, then I would say yeah, since it doesn't specify having to see the target.
Okay, then I'm
Okay.
gonna do Zelric.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so I get 10 bump
Yep.
plus 10 temp.
Yep.
Yep.
Not
No,
temp,
it's
but
10 max to your
Oh,
max,
just 10 bump.
and,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
10 to your regular.
yeah. So
Oh,
108
so we're
out
not.
of
We
108.
don't have temp. Okay.
No,
No.
it's max and your regular.
Gotcha.
Your
gotcha.
current
Yeah.
and your max. For
Anything else, Asla? And then we have Cosmo and the Weasel. If the Weasel wants to do anything.
I'm gonna go back 10 feet.
Killer
Okay.
Band.
Just to not be quite. I mean, I know I'm invisible, but
Okay.
Cosmo and the Weasel.
Yeah.
Killer Band.
I know, it's like bluegrass duet. Yeah. Okay. Cosmo, you're up.
Cosmo's gonna wild shape as to a dire wolf.
Okay. Let me pull out a direwolf.
And then he's going to hold an action until he is attacked by a dinosaur. And then he'll probably just use his bite action.
Okay. Let me present this character. None. Give it to Cosmo. So let me this thing on vision, please.
Shit balls.
There we go. So I'm gonna stick you, Cosmo, on the GM layer.
That's fine.
But you should still be able to see and have it and be able to move that dire wolf around.
Yeah, the weasel's gonna kind of hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for the weasel.
All right, stealth check coming for the weasel. Good roll.
Ooh,
Wow.
very good roll. What a sneaky weasel. All right. And Cosmo is readying an action. If something comes up and attacks him, he's going to attack it back.
Yes.
Okay. All right. These dinosaurs here. Whoops. They run up there. They dash. They get down here. And seeing like all this kind of just mechanical rubble and stuff, they basically turn around and kind of form up and make their stand here. Right, horns out, staring down this T-Rex. Zelric, you're up, and then we have Zephyr, and then Merlanor.
All right. I can't see what these guys are staring at, so I'll move out 15 feet.
Okay.
I go, oh shit, there it is. Let me see how far away I am from this guy now. 70. Okay. Well. Man, I wish I had like Ray of Frost. So I can slow this guy down. I think I'm just gonna lob a ice knife at him.
Okay.
I'll throw a third level one at him.
All right.
So it'll be a d20 to attack, and then he makes a dex save.
That hits. His dex save is 19.
That passes.
Okay.
So he takes 1d10 piercing, and then is it half, or just doesn't take any cold?
I don't think it takes any.
Yeah, it's
At least that's how I
seven.
used to read.
Dang.
Okay, well here's 1d10.
Does the it's
Oh,
just the
that-
cold damage
why-
that goes on.
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
that
Dang,
is-
25
I rolled
damage
a-
That's
on
a
a
10.
D10.
I rolled
That's
a
a
10.
10.
I did roll a 10.
That's a 10.
For the
That's a
D10.
10.
That's solid.
He takes 10 piercing damage, and
I did it.
somehow this enormous T-Rex dodges
Just
the ice explosion.
Jumps.
Yeah. He waves.
Well, he is
doesn't
his
actively
arms.
running. He's
Just does a
actively
back-
running.
Does a backflip.
He is actively running. Yeah. So.
And I'm gonna move 15 feet back to this rock.
Okay.
Oh shit! I don't know where that is. I just see a weasel. The weasel's
see a
growling at me.
The weasel's hidden really well under that rock, but
Oh, yeah.
you do hear a growling direwolf.
Oh shit!
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, Zephyr. Paladin
What is this
Zephyr.
big thing that everyone's so scared of? Oh,
Don't hit the other ones.
see, so that was 70 there. I've already used 10. So 15, 25, 30. I'm going to try one of my new things.
All right.
I'm going to use one of my channel divinity slots to use a magic action to do abjure foes. As you present your holy symbol or weapon, it's going to be a weapon in my case since I don't have a holy symbol. I can target up to 4 creatures I can see within 60 feet. Each must make a DC 16 wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition for 1 minute.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
The T-Rex.
Just
Because
the
I was told the
T-Rex.
big thing.
All right. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw. That is a 16.
That passes.
Oh man, he
The
is
DC was
rolling
16.
really well. His bonuses are not impressive on his dex or wisdom saves, I'll tell you that. But the dice are in his favor. And when you do this, you run out in between him and his prey. You hold your sword aloft and try to scare this enormous T-Rex.
Correct.
His path begins to divert just slightly toward you.
Come and hit me.
This is a new prey. This might be a delicacy.
Okay.
Okay.
Do this.
Any was that a bonus action or an action?
That was an
Magic
action.
Okay. Any bonus action?
I don't want to use a spell slot super early, but I don't like being so far away from my friend. So I'm going to cast Misty Step
All right.
and blip sec up here
Okay.
and end my turn.
Okay. Merlanor, you are hidden right now.
Well, you guys have attacked the aggressive creature, so I guess I'm going to also do the same because it's going to start attacking you guys probably.
Yep.
I didn't
I'm-
attack shit.
I didn't
I
attack
didn't
it either.
either.
I am hidden from it, so
I got freaked out, man. It's a giant thing with teeth. It's like 15
Hey,
feet
man.
tall or more.
That's exactly why you.
What, you've never seen one of these extra common enemies?
No, I've never seen a fucking T-Rex, man.
Looking at us.
in
You
America.
just said whatever was over here was fine. That's not over there, so that thing's not fine.
Parker, your mic is a little. It sounds like you're at a distance. That might be one
I
thing.
don't know how to fix that.
Okay, it just seems like it
That's
cleared
fine
up.
now.
It was just muffly.
A 25 hits.
Big money.
Big
Or
money.
nice. 28 and is there any weapon mastery we get to introduce?
Oh yes, it is slowed. Its speed is reduced by 10
All right.
That's insane.
because of my weapon mastery with musket, which we're calling rifle. I also think I'm going to take the last sneak attack die, which was a 1, and subtract it from the damage. I know it
Okay.
tells me I have to do this before and just not roll, but I don't know how to do that with.
That's fine. So for this
Are you-
for this
like-
time, since we're easing into these rules, it's fine to mulligan it. in the future, yeah, just declare it before, and then you can actually, if you hover over that 17 sneak attack, you can look at like what the last die was.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was just thinking. Was just like,
Yeah.
the last one period. It doesn't matter if it's a 6 or a 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Always just the last one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 27 damage, and I'm going to add a toxin to my bullet, and it needs to make a DC 16 con save.
Okay. So let's give him his 27 damage. 27 damage. And he's got to make a con save. And that's a dirty 20.
All right. So he's not poisoned.
Okay.
My bonus action. Do I want to hide, or do I want to do something else? I'm going to hide again.
Okay.
And my 2 constructs are both going to take their dodge actions.
Okay. Just look real quick. I'm just looking at Vex real quick. I don't think he gets any save against that, right?
Against what?
Against the Vex.
No, there's no save on the Vex on the slow.
Cool. Awesome. Okay.
Let me double check. I think my Steel Defender can move on his own. I don't have to use a bonus action to have it move.
I think that's right.
So he sees Zephyr kind of out here, and he's going to go try to defend Zephyr. But my Pigeon Forge is going to stay by me and take the dodge action.
Okay. It is the T-Rex's turn. I'm not going to make you roll your stealth because I know what his passive perception is.
Yeah.
All right, so he is slowed. He can move. That's as far as he can move.
Oh no.
And Zephyr, you look tasty. This thing doesn't look very tasty. So Zephyr is going to make a bite attack against you.
Okay, so
I'd like to woe it.
as a reaction, Cold Claw is going to impose disadvantage on that attack roll.
Okay. And are we also getting a woe?
Yeah, we're still getting a woe.
Okay. Roll your woe. You don't have to roll it. With disadvantage, it's a nat one.
Oh, nice. Cool.
But
I'm still using
You do have to
using
use
the
it,
woe.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the defender just comes up and just bops his head somehow, and the jaws snap down right next to your face, Zephyr. And the T-Rex spins and tries to smack Cold Claw away with his tail. For a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
That's 16 bludgeoning damage against Cold Claw. And Cold Claw is knocked 15 feet back.
Woo! All right.
That's his turn. How long is he slowed?
Until the end of my next turn, I believe. Let me double check.
Okay.
Let
I'll
me
take
double
his
check.
thing off because he's not moving before then anyway.
Why aren't you next to each other? There it is.
Oh, Cold Claw.
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay. I just realized Cosmo doesn't show up on the tracker since he's on the GM screen. So, Cosmo, you're coming back to the token layer so we can see you at the tracker. Maro, and then Asla, and then Cosmo.
Okay, I'm looking for my archer attack, and I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
Bonus
To
action?
the left.
Nope, it's not there.
Yeah, I haven't found it anywhere. I've been looking for minutes now, and I can't even find the I see the star map, but that's a literal map. Story form. I don't see the constellations.
I didn't look yet. That's weird.
I don't know if I'm looking at the correct sheet, but I see Starry Form Archer, range 60 feet, plus 11, 2d8 plus 5.
I think you're looking at the old one. Look at the spells and see if they say legacy.
So,
It's probably still the
Merlanor,
same.
Yeah.
does Cold Claw need to be mended or healed?
What?
So it can be mended. Let me double check on that.
Okay. So Maro, if you want to just roll that from your old sheet, do you have the same
Yeah, I just
spell attack bonus?
me-
Just roll it from your old sheet now, and then we'll.
well,
make sure we add
he's
a
not
custom.
in the campaign, so I don't know if it'll roll on here or not.
Yes. If
Oh.
you cast mending, it regains 2d6.
Okay.
Yes,
you
I
just
don't
roll
think.
physical dice.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Cold Claw can be healed with healing magic
Yeah,
that
okay.
heals like
Well, I have mending.
people,
so-
but mending, perfect.
I also
Okay.
have mended.
So either way, I will be using a wild shape to go into my starry form.
Okay.
Constellation of Archer.
Okay.
I need to roll a different d20 since that's. Well, I know I have woe. It's not a big deal. Where'd it get? Okay, so I have
Also,
a
in
plus
regards to
11.
Stillfinder,
What?
okay, sorry. In regards
Your
to
mic-
Stillfinder,
Your
What?
mic is super fucked.
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah,
I
it's
hear
going
you.
muffled, not muffled, muffled, not muffled.
It's when you're talking when someone else is talking, it gets muffled.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'll try not to talk over people then. But if he dies, and then within an hour, I can use an action to use my smith tools to revive it, and it would regain all of its hit points after 1 minute. So, like, if you don't want to use an action to mend it, that's fine. Like, after within an hour, I can bring it back, essentially.
Okay. That's good to know.
So I'll have you know, I
Mhm.
rolled the attack for starry form, got a 3 on the die, and that makes it a 14.
A 14 will miss.
I kind of suspected it might.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's my bonus action. I don't really want the maelstrom on top of Zephyr. I will simply guiding bolts at a 3rd level.
All right.
That's a better roll.
That will definitely hit.
Oh my lord!
Ooh.
I got 3 5s, a 6, a 2, a 3. Good lord.
Boom.
Beefy.
And he is lit up like a Christmas tree.
And I will scoot up about 15 feet, just so I can better see the field than everyone else.
Okay. And he looks at you, and you can hear him say, because you have animal speak up,
Oh, right.
Why, little man? Why do you hurt me? I'm just so hungry.
Yeah, it is kind of the natural order. It's kind of fucked up of us, honestly. But
It was really kind of fucked up.
I couldn't help but sympathize for those other ones. You're so fucking big
Mm,
and terrifying. You're genuinely terrifying, my guy.
Thank you. All right, Asla.
Okay, well, so I'm limited in what I can do because I'm invisible. So I too am going to guiding bolt him.
Okay.
With advantage.
This is with advantage for 2 reasons.
Okay.
2 reasons?
She's invisible, and he already has guiding bolt on him.
Yep.
She's invisible after casting aid.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's greater
I
invisibility.
have greater
Greater.
invisibility. So I
Oh.
just can't do concentration spells.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So why isn't it showing advantage here? Oh, there we go. Thank God I had it.
Ooh,
Oh,
that will
yeah.
hit.
Cool. That was cool. Awesome.
For another 20.
Parker.
And now he's lit up with a little purplier kind of light than Maro's. He's like looking around, try to see where that came from. And so generally with invisibility, I should read the new rules before I say. How it used to work is if you're doing stuff, even if you stay invisible, I think they
kind of know where you are.
They have an idea where you are, but they have disadvantage kind of to do anything to you.
And then, but I can still move, right?
You can still move.
5, 10, 15. No. I'm gonna go up there. So I'm no longer where I was, at least.
Okay, nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Cosmo, the wolf. Sat prepared. Nothing came to attack him.
He's gonna use it.
Oh, I cannot hear you.
You're muted.
He's got 50 feet of movement, so he's going to use it.
Nice.
So right there. And try to bite this dinosaur in the leg. No, in the chest. He's going to jump at his chest.
Okay, you also have advantage for 2 reasons. Because of your pack tactics and because of the guiding bolt.
Bite, 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 bite. Oops, wrong button. Hold on.
Yeah, auto damage.
Okay. A 19 hits. He
That
takes
was-
7 piercing damage.
I think he's is he huge or smaller?
He is huge.
It says I knock him prone.
Did they do a new stat block for the direwolf?
This
They
is the
might
one that I could find as an extra.
Let me see. The one I'm seeing, he gets a save, but
Oh.
they did. They do have a new stat block, and he does not get a save, and he falls prone.
Ah.
The direwolf knocks the T-Rex down.
Comes charging in, face first, knocks him right in the chest.
Yeah, I think they're moving to a theory where they're getting rid of a lot of like save on hit stuff. There's a lot more stuff that just auto applies. So I think we'll see that in the monster manual too. Unfortunately for you guys, that like if you get hit, you go prone from certain guys. So okay.
Oh shucks.
Well,
Hope you're hovering.
works both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, direwolf comes out of nowhere and knocks down a T-Rex. That's pretty badass.
Oh yeah. And the weasel staying put, taking the dodge action.
Okay. These guys are gonna stay here. They kind of like how this is going. This T-Rex seems to be. You guys seem to have this well in hand, and they're just gonna chill. Zelric, you're up, and then Zephyr.
Okay, sorry. I forgot I have a push dog. So he's knocked over, so I have disadvantage on ranged attacks.
You do.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
I- He also would get some cover. Well, no, he's big enough. He wouldn't get cover. He's just, but it will just be a disadvantage.
But he is bent over talking to me right now.
Yeah, just.
Hey, Maro.
Yeah.
You seem cool. Your friends are being really mean to me.
Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. I mean, I haven't been the greatest to you either.
Can you get this wolf off of
I'm
me?
just gonna move. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just gonna launch a firebolt at it at disadvantage.
Okay.
I don't have anything else I don't want to waste a spell slot and have it miss. So
Okay.
oof, 13.
That will miss.
Then that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Zephyr, you're up. You're not standing over the prone T-Rex, but he's you're standing next to this prone T-Rex.
Okay, I'm going to use Divine Smite whenever I attack
Okay.
with my Gambler's Blade Greatsword.
Okay. So Divine Smite, I think is now a spell, right? Oh shit.
This
Yeah,
thing
you-
is fucking dead.
You take
Hell yeah.
you cast it immediately after you attack.
Okay, that's how it works. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. And what a perfect
Your highest level spell
time
slot
to
go.
use it.
I'm just doing first level, so I need to roll that again. So that's 8
Hmm.
plus 13, so it's 21 for just the Divine Smite.
Okay. Then your weapon damage, roll that twice and add your
And my
modifier.
weapon plus 3, so that's 20.
Okay.
And then I also get Radiant Strikes at crit.
Is
because
oh yeah.
I don't believe that had the Radiant Strikes included.
I don't think it did.
No,
here.
it didn't. That was just 46. So then the Radiant Strikes is doubled for
where's
another
the,
13.
Where's the 4d6 coming from? Sorry.
46 was from Gambler's Blade on the crit. The Gambler's Blade is a 2d6 plus 1. But since I have
Oh.
plus 3, it's 46.
Oh, it's a
From the
great
crit.
sword.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I don't know why I was thinking it was a dagger. but
that's
obviously-
why I don't have a shield on, because I have to have 2 hands for the weapon.
Got it. Okay, so that is 40. That is 51.
Let's see,
Yeah.
that's 30 plus 21. So that's 51 plus 3 because the Gambler's Blade is plus 3. It doesn't have that figured in on the plus
Oh,
on
gotcha.
the damage. So 54
Okay.
damage.
Okay. Bam. Do you when you smite, do you like yell anything paladin-y?
Bonkus!
I'm gonna rip this entirely from a book that me and Logan read. And as I bring down the smite, I'm gonna yell Tempus and slash right into the gut.
Okay. And radiant energy propels your blade and explodes at the T-Rex. Okay, that was one attack.
I have another one.
I have another.
19. Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
Well, it's prone, even though it's huge.
Yep.
Okay. See if I can get another nat 20. No, 19.
Okay, 19. That hits. Roll damage.
It says
Does-
17.
Oh,
sorry.
19.
Yeah, I didn't see the first one.
And smites are only for one attack, correct? It's not for multiple attacks.
It's only for one attack, and it used a spell slot. Is that right?
Yeah.
So
I
you
used
can
my
only-
free cast for the day.
So I guess that means once per day you could smite twice on a turn. No, because you used your reaction. Right?
No, it's my bonus action.
Okay, so it still is only one. You can only do it once a turn then, because
Yeah.
it takes your bonus action to do it. That's right. That was
Okay.
part of the change. Okay.
So
So
then
regular Gambler's Blade, greatsword damage.
So that's a 12, and then the Radiant Strikes is 6 for a total of 18.
All right. Okay, Tempus is pleased as the blood from the T-Rex spatters across your armor.
Wicked.
That's
all I'm doing.
Okay, Merlanor, you're up.
Cool. With my sharpshooter feat, I ignore all half cover, so I'm not even going to move because I want to get a straight line to him.
Okay.
Honestly, I kind of assume that I do get a straight line no matter what, really.
Yeah, you do.
Cool. And I forgot to move to physical dice, so I'm moving back to it. Even though
Okay.
I know I hit. I just made me feel
And I think you're hidden when you make this shot.
I'm hidden.
So this will be a straight roll because that
Oh.
will cancel the disadvantage from the prone.
That's right. Okay, so that is a 19.
19 hits. Boom.
And because it's still a lot of I'm not going to spend a sneak attack die here. I'm just rolling all of them.
Okay.
Jesus.
41. How do you kill this poor animal?
I was gonna fucking spare that thing. Oh my god.
One, all right. I read about these in books. You do not want to keep this thing alive. It'll tear you apart. It does not care. It is a predator.
You haven't met him. I've spoken with him.
Shut up, Maro. Boom.
God damn it.
It's dead. A
Raven
rifle
Queen.
shot through the dome, and the T-Rex
fucking-
collapses.
Man, he was kind of cool.
And these guys start to kind of creep forward. What's their intelligence? 2. Okay. You, Maro, you hear run? No, dead.
You don't need to run. It's dead. It's not gonna hunt you anymore. Neither are we.
Friend?
Friend.
Friend.
I'll approach it. I'll approach it and just kind of like.
Nice friend.
If only I had good berry, I'd give him some good berries.
That takes us out of initiative. I mean, Maro, they'll chat with you to the extent they can with the 2 intelligence if you want. Otherwise, they'll take their leave. But
More people like us. More of us.
yes.
Friend.
Don't know. Not always.
Got it. Okay. Well, good luck out there.
Bye. And they
Run.
they run back. Run. And they lumber off. Okay.
The Steel Defender uses one of its repairs that it gets 3 times a day to restore 2d8 plus 4.
Okay, nice.
It was 7 and it didn't add the 4, so it was 11.
Okay. What's that look like when he repairs himself?
Like you start seeing the gears kind of work inside of him, and he's like fixing his broken parts and just like popping things back into place and standing up.
Can his tail be like a welding tool for himself?
Yes,
I think that's dope.
I like that idea.
I do too. I didn't think about it. Thank you for the inspiration. If Cole, you have inspiration, you should get inspiration.
I kind of gave myself inspiration since we start every new chapter with inspiration. I just kind of assumed.
You all, yes, everybody should. If I did not say last time, everybody should be starting with inspiration.
So
You
I
all-
have double inspiration. No, I don't.
Did we say that we can nominate people for inspiration if like they don't have it, or was that just gold stars? I forget.
Yes, you can nominate someone for inspiration if they don't have it.
Okay. Well, Cole, if you didn't have inspiration, I would nominate you for some inspiration.
I'll take my gold star, buddy.
Okay, you get it.
Cosmo, I don't know how long your wild shape lasts, but you're free to stay as a direwolf for as long as it does, if you want, or go back to Cosmoness.
He's gonna stay for a moment, but because I think it does last for a while, and I'm looking for it. I've been looking for it, and I once again can't find it.
I'm gonna pet Cosmo.
Cosmo 2024. You're gonna pet Cosmo.
I'm gonna pet Cosmo.
Cosmo's reaction goes off. Wild shape.
Number of hours equal to half your druid level.
Oh damn. You can,
6
okay, you can
hours?
be a wolf
6
for
hours.
6 hours if you want.
Be a wolf for a little while.
Okay. So with that,
I can still talk to him in this form too.
I can still talk to you, I think.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Oh.
Thanks.
Or if I can just comprehend language.
The hill is quiet. You have a dead T-Rex up there, and that's about it. So, where do we want to go on this map?
Well, I would tell them that the people, like the animals I was speaking to, couldn't really say if the people here were hostile or not. So it seems like we're gonna have to find out for ourselves.
Is
Well-
this a deactivated thing?
Yeah, that looks like one of them.
Sure.
Yeah,
Looks
that
like,
was-
yeah.
That was the one that we were initially heading to before the T-Rex and the 3
Yeah.
Nobus were coming after us.
Oh, we may as well go to it and just kind of see what they're like.
Bro, you're talking to the rhinoceri, right?
Yeah.
Ask if we can ride them. Ooh, shit.
Why didn't I fucking think of that? David, I need you to send in 3 more rhinoceri.
Oh,
Make. Let's look at the influence action. I'm trying to bring in the new rules.
Yeah, the new
Okay.
mechanics.
So, this would be an animal handling check. They are hesitant to be ridden.
So should it be a
So-
disadvantage or should it just be a straight roll?
This is a straight roll. Actually, this could be advantage. They're friendly to you at this point.
I don't need it,
Okay.
baby. I don't need it at all. We're gonna ride. Let's
They
go.
they will offer. They will agree to let you guys ride them.
I'll give them some
but-
food in exchange.
But they say, but then run.
Then run.
Then run. Don't like metal
Don't
ones.
like metal. Why?
Scary.
He said don't like metal ones.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see how scary. So I guess we're gonna ride some Triceratops to
or I guess
the first
All
centurion
right.
or whatever they're called.
We ride the. They're big enough that all 6 of you can get up there.
Just two.
Yeah, and you are an impressive sight. riding these Nobu dinosaurs. And then when they get there, they say, off.
Oh. All right, guys. I think the fun's over. But damn, did we get here a lot quicker?
Hey, tell them.
Tell
You
them
did
what?
actually.
Say
Sorry, roll
Parker.
me a d4 real quick, Cole.
Okay. What'd you say, Parker?
I said, tell them thank you. That was cool as hell.
Will do. 3.
So it's difficult to tell as you're traveling how far away this is. And it ends up taking you 3 hours to actually arrive there. They do, they let you ride them the whole way. But, at times you feel like you're walking on these things, like why is the horizon not getting any closer, right? And then you kind of look down and you look up, and then all of a sudden it seems closer than it should be. But after 3 hours, we arrive to find what was once this massive bipedal war machine constructed from stone, metal, and wood, now lying in ruin. Fragments of this mechanical titan lie scattered about, several pieces like as big as a barn or a small house. And this dormant Colossus has collapsed over this 30-foot deep ravine littered with mechanical parts.
Do we know where it is inside this thing?
I don't know if it's this
Yeah.
one.
Well, I know, but like where it should be if it's still in there.
How about
We don't.
what it looks like?
If you want to search, it's going to take some time to search.
I'd like to thank my Triceratops friends and tell them, fun run.
Well, welcome. Bye. Run. Run.
Run.
Run. Let me get your weasel out here, Cosmo.
How far down is it to the bottom of the pit?
I think he said 30 feet.
That's
30 feet.
okay.
There's Cosmo. There's your weasel.
Is there
Um,
anything nearby that I could fasten a rope to?
A rope too? Is that what you said?
Yeah, so that way I can go to the bottom of the pit.
Yeah, there's like a scorched tree here on the ledge. There's also the Colossus itself has all sorts of metal pieces sticking out.
I was
Okay.
gonna cast detect magic.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, I'd like to bring out my familiar.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use my cast of fly from my can at the mandolin. So I can fly down there.
All right.
Yeah, I was just gonna have my familiar as an owl,
Oops. That's the
and I was going to see through its eyes.
An owl. Okay. Those with aid will need to reapply it.
Okay.
Hey, have your owl pick up my weasel, take him down there if you're going down in.
I don't know if your weasel would particularly like an owl picking it up.
He'll be okay.
I can tell it to if you're fine with that.
He'll be okay.
All right.
Owl.
Then I guess the owl and weasel combo, made in the heavens, are finally going to come to fruition.
Otherwise, he's just gonna climb down there because he can climb. But
Well, I mean, he could scavenge within, don't you think?
sure.
Because I mean, I don't think we need two familiars in this guy. We could have him look through this guy and see if he finds
Well-
anything.
Yeah, I said if you're going down in there, drop me off in there.
Oh, you want the okay? You want him dropped off within the pit, not within the automaton.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Then yeah, I can do that. That way, you guys don't have
Wow,
to
that-
climb down there.
It showed up a lot. I don't know why.
Did.
Fly, run.
I'm really flying, guys. Just in case.
You are flying.
Would you
Okay.
like me to make a sleight of hand check to make the knot on the rope? Because that's in the description of rope.
Really? Let's see.
Yep.
I know. I mean, with like you have time here, so you're taking your time making sure this is a sturdy knot. I might have you roll a sleight of hand if like in combat you were trying to like tie a knot as an action.
Okay.
You know.
Yep, it says at a utilize action, you can tie a knot with rope if you succeed on a DC 10 dexterity parentheses sleight of hand check. The rope can be burst with a successful DC 20 strength parentheses athletics check.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey,
Okay.
Merlanor, I'm not great at investigating and looking for magical stuff, so I'm just gonna go and grab some extra scraps so we can maybe throw together something else in the future.
Nice.
All right, yeah, I can look around for this thing we're looking for. That's not a problem.
I want
Okay.
to fly like over here.
Mm-hmm.
Do an investigation.
Okay.
That's
Uh,
would be right.
Yeah. So, everyone kind of tell me what you're doing, and then we'll roll. Then we'll kind of everyone. Well, I guess Asla, go ahead and roll your investigation.
Well, yeah, I kind of want to land and like see if like there's places we can get in, or you
Sure.
know.
See if it can bear weight or if it'll collapse.
Yeah.
Okay. It definitely is bearing your weight. I mean, this is a huge, heavy thing. You don't feel any movement when you land on it.
So I'm not great at investigation.
Okay.
10.
10. You see like some gaps in it and some places where it's just been shorn away to go in, and where you could like look at around the hips area. You do not find with a 10, if you look, you do not find anything matching the description of a docent.
Well, I figured out with the 10.
Zelric.
See, I casted Detect Magic, and then I was going to make an investigation check to try and see if that'll ping off anything, if it has any innate magical properties.
Okay.
Or I can do Arcane, or whatever would work better.
You could do... Yeah, you can do an Arcana check.
Okay, then I'm going to do
Detect
that.
Magic.
Here I can...
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay. Yep. So your Detect Magic is not picking anything up. Part of that might be because the metal is going to block the detect for anything that might be inside this. But you're not picking up like anything in the below, in the ravine below.
Cool. Then let me make my Arcana check.
Okay.
I got a big boost to these now. Oh, that's a big number.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
Okay.
Zelric actually got a bump in Arcana and History from the new changes.
Nice.
So
what were we? What was the Arcana you were trying to determine? What in particular?
I guess I don't know. I'm trying to. I guess it was originally trying to use Detect Magic to try and find something, but maybe it's think of maybe where someone would have put a magical device inside this thing. I'm not sure. I can change the roll to something else if you want me to.
No,
makes
that's
better sense. But
that's good. You would think that in magical constructs that you have seen before that were powered by some kind of magical device, they are usually housed within the head or the chest. In the yeah.
Then I guess Zelric will start making his way up to the chest then.
Okay.
I'll follow because I'm investigating along with you. I know you're the person that's going to help the most with the investigations.
Okay. So let's jump down.
I'll wait here if someone else wants to do something. So
okay, yeah, we'll jump down to Zephyr, then we'll do Merlanor, and then see what Maro and Cosmo are up to. So Zephyr has climbed down into the ravine.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just looking for any cogs, springs that may be intact that aren't like teeny tiny but decent sized, roughly the same size that we use to make Cold Claw.
Yeah. So the issue is doesn't seem to be finding things that are too small. Right. The issue seems to be a lot of these things are big. Right. I think a lot of these have basically fallen out of this thing. I guess, yeah, make an investigation check.
16.
16 is enough to be able to find, as you sift through, you do realize you are finding cogs and gears and things of kind of all sizes, including some small enough that they almost certainly must have come from something smaller than this, or from many things smaller than this. But you're able to basically pick up whatever rusty mechanical parts that you want down there.
I was going to try and grab about 80 pounds while I was down here.
Okay.
Worth of small just miscellaneous junk.
Okay. Over the course of this time, you'll definitely be able to haul all that up. Merlanor, what are you up to?
Yeah, I'm helping Zelric. I'm just like, all right, so you think it's in the chest?
That's where I would.
Yeah, it's either chest or head is my
So
assumption. So maybe there's like a hatch or something here that we could find, or a crack in the plating that we could crawl into would be probably how we get in, but I'm not sure.
yeah.
Okay. Why don't
I would
you
be-
roll an investigation, and if Asla's helping you with that, then
I'll help him with that.
she could. Then you can do it with advantage,
Okay.
which is going to give you like a 40 or something on your thing.
I only get a plus 10 to investigation.
So
Only.
minimum 20.
So 28.
28. Okay. Hold that 28. Maro and Cosmo, what are you guys up to while everyone's flying around and climbing down in the ravine and poking around in the chest?
So I need to be within 100 feet of my familiar to see through it, so I'm going to be climbing up the big dude as well.
Okay.
We'll probably stand down here. And then I will have the owl drop the weasel off on the bottom, and I'm going to have him scan the scraps on the bottom, see if he finds anything that stands out, and also anything useful. And then I will also have him survey the being from below, looking up.
Okay. No rolls necessary for that. What he sees in the ravine is not much. I mean, right? It's like piles of like
Just-
rusty gears.
Just junk.
Yeah. From below, we'll say that part of Merlanor's 28 was kind of the owl helping him out a little bit. The owl and Asla, like both kind of flying underneath this thing, right, looking for a hatch. And they will help him identify a hatch to get inside the chest. But we will come back to that. Cosmo, what are you up to?
Yeah, he was monitoring the vision of the weasel from up here.
Okay.
And asking the weasel to look around and see if he finds anything, but that might be moot at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like, you'll find, I guess, with the weasel being able to kind of crawl, like, down amongst the junk, kind of on the lower levels of this, where a lot of the smaller pieces have just settled over time, you'll see through his eyes, there are, like, rusty weapons. You see, like, rusty swords, axes, things like that down here, too.
Huh.
Not in any shape, like, fit to use.
Right. All right.
Okay.
Ask the weasel to climb back up whenever he's finished looking around.
Okay. And he'll scurry out and climb back up. Merlanor, you and your buddies over there have found a hatch to kind of enter into the inside of this thing.
Cool.
And as you search with a 28, you identify there is definitely no docent here. You feel like you were able to do a really thorough search of this, and combined with kind of everybody searching the rubble down below, you don't find anything like that. Zelric, with your detect magic, you're also not kind of pinging off anything like that.
Can we tell with that where it should be?
You are able to tell, yes, that it should be somewhere housed in the chest. And with a 28, you can tell, Merlanor, especially as an artificer, that the docent here appears to have been removed with like a surgical precision. Looks like somebody came who knew exactly what they were doing and what they were looking for and removed this. It's not like cut out or hammered out or anything like that.
Gotcha. Guys, it looks like we weren't the first ones here. Looks like it should have been here, and they were very, very careful getting it out of here. So, I guess on to the next one.
Man, it's too
Yeah,
bad we don't have those Triceratops to ride anymore.
it's a good thing I
Yeah.
can summon a horse for myself.
Good thing I can also summon a horse.
Ella's gonna fly back over here.
I can become a horse.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
there we go.
So
I'm not going to.
this search only took you 1 hour, ultimately.
Dope.
And as you're climbing out,
Oh man.
you see
Uh-oh.
kind of approaching you from down here.
A dragon.
You see a few things that look like this.
Oh.
Some like constructs, right? Like they are humanoid, right? 2 arms, 2 legs. Appear to be made of metal and wood, with these glowing green eyes, and walking very slightly in front of them
Oh.
is a kind of similar creature that appears to have like more dexterous constructed hands and is holding a sword. And they
Okay.
walk out, and Zephyr, you're right there. I mean, they look at you. They look at the ones kind of crawling out from up there, and the one in front. So it's speaking, like it has no lips to move, but almost like there's a speaker in this thing, right?
It's like
What are
Mimir.
What are you doing here?
We're looking for a magical doohickey.
They are not yours to take.
We weren't taking it permanently. We were trying to find it to locate another object to save the world from exploding.
He kind of like waves his arms around at this valley. You're a little late for saving the world.
No. The destruction of this is all of this that we have left will be nothing. Nothing will exist.
Soft ones like you may have to fear non-existence, but the Warforged will remain, will persevere as we always have. I say again, it is not, these things are not yours to take. They are not yours to borrow.
Way to go.
Can we trust you to leave by whatever means through which you found yourself in this place? You are not welcome here.
I pull out my sending stone.
Okay.
Merlanor, what the fuck do I say?
Can Asla use my free Misty Step to come up here?
Sure.
Because I need to get over this thing and I don't have the speed to.
Yeah, I mean, this conversation's taken, You don't have to use your Misty Step.
Okay.
You could like walk around if you want during the time this conversation's going.
And they're constructs, but can I charm them?
Let me
use charm on them?
see for myself first, and then see what I'm going to tell you. Make an intelligence check.
Why can't I find intelligent?
Just up at the top, where like all your ability scores are listed.
Okay.
Just a straight intelligence check, yeah.
That's not good. I'm not smart.
What would we get?
A 14.
Oh, a 14. No, that's good enough to think that you think they might be charmable.
Okay, can I try to charm the lieutenant?
What are you doing to try to charm him?
I'm gonna try to. That's a good question. Try to convince him that we really mean no harm to this place or to them, and that we'll be on our way as quickly as possible.
So is this like a spell or
It's a spell.
ability?
It's a spell.
Okay.
It's a wisdom save of 15.
Okay. The big guy. So you're casting Charm Person.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a wisdom save. Let me just check something. And he kind of stops and he looks at you. And well, I'm sorry if I was rude, my lady. It's nice to know that some of our visitors are civilized.
We don't mean to be rude, and we don't mean to invade your area. Like I said, we mean this place and you no harm. I can promise you that.
Okay, so you can basically make a persuasion check with advantage now that you've charmed him.
I also have command. If I successfully charm somebody, I can command them to either approach, drop, flee, grovel, halt.
Okay.
I don't know if I should try to persuade them or tell them to flee. I guess I'm gonna try to persuade them.
Okay. And I mean, the guys behind him are all kind of looking at each other like, this is weird. This is weird. Why is the boss being so nice?
15.
Okay. Uh, 15. Okay. And he looks back and he says, the hour is drawing late. I trust that these strange ones will do as they say and depart as soon as they can. And I trust that they understand what is not theirs to take. Is that correct, my lady?
That's correct.
Okay, men. Let's leave them to their departure. The patrol continues. And somewhat bewildered, these three follow their leader as they walk away.
Nope.
I did not have Fedora tipping robots on my bingo card.
Hey, good job there, Asla.
I think your mic
I'm
is weird.
gonna close the initiative tracker back up. Good
We
job.
love seeing that.
Yeah. Okay. It's 10:47 Central. How's everyone doing?
I can't go much longer. I have a shit ton of dogs tomorrow, and I'm
Okay.
working like an 11-hour day. So
I'm
Okay.
kind of ending here then.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
So
if we were just exploring something, I'm cool with that. But if there's a chance that we fight, probably.
yeah, I
Yeah,
can
probably,
go
yeah.
till like 11, maybe 11:30, but that would be it at the very latest.
okay. So why don't we basically decide where we're going next? Get there, set the scene, and probably that's a good time to call it.
So probably the
So-
next guy.
I want to go to the
I think we could
town.
go to the
Either the
village.
next,
I
yeah,
kinda
either
wanna
the
go to
next
the
robot
town.
or the village. I think.
Let's
Well,
find
is this
some-
guy?
So I would say this looks bigger on this map than you're able to than it probably actually looks to, right? This looks like a few tents, kind of set up. From here you can see like a campfire, like the light of a campfire through the haze. On the map, this basically looks as big as this, but this is definitely smaller.
But I'd still like to make contact with and see what we can find.
Okay.
Or who.
Yeah, maybe there's like soft folk like us there.
What happened? It's constructs.
See what happens.
But if more people want to go to the other construct, that's fine too.
No,
So
we
I
can go to
don't-
the village.
Either one doesn't matter to me. I don't know. I feel like we need to it'd be like the one of the deeper ones in probably might have one we're looking for, or one that's not as close to
Yeah.
the either one of the encampments. But we could go to the encampment and maybe find a lead on where
Yeah.
to go.
That's kind of what I'm looking for. Because
So
we're
I would
just
say we go to the
doing this
encampment.
blind.
Yeah, I'm okay with going to the encampment.
And we could ask what's up with the guys we just encountered, saying the hour's getting late.
Okay.
The fuck is
I-
up with that?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
So it is like approaching evening. I should say that.
We could
So it
always
wasn't like
wait
too
till
crazy.
So we'd always wait till morning, and I can plop a tower somewhere for us.
Let's try to get into the tents if possible again.
Okay. I think I heard 3 or 4 votes for the tents. So okay. Asla, will you roll me a d4? Two. You could swear, like from here, the tents look much farther away than the hill and the portal. But it only takes you 2 hours to get to those tents.
Oh.
As again, it's just like really hard to gauge the distance here. And I'm missing a fox and
Well, mine was an owl.
an owl. I'm missing an owl and a weasel. So give me just a second. I will try to make sure for next time to have those on every board.
Got a
We have
few
a
more.
zoo again.
We absolutely do.
I got a few more for you too. I'll send them to you.
Yeah, fox and owl are probably going to be my only two, at least for the beginning phases of this.
You got a fox
Gotcha.
now? Wait.
Well, no, he's still an owl. It's just
Okay.
that's the other token to have prepped.
Aha.
Okay, so you come to a crumbling stone bridge that crosses this river of indigo water. And on the far side of the bridge, kind of nestled in the bottom of this, maybe 20, 30, we'll call it 30-foot cliff that rises up. You see soiled leather tents and bedrolls arranged around a fire pit. there are, I guess you can see 5, kind of people here. You see 3 that are kind of huddled around this fire. You see from here an orc woman. Where are you? There you are. Wearing this tattered blue cloak over splint mail, with a sword at her side. And the others are a mix of halflings and humans around the fire, and then on the bridge watching you. The orc woman looks up as you approach the bridge.
She's on the bridge, right?
She's down here.
Ah.
She's by the fire. And this human here looks as you approach. He says, "State your business."
Just kind of visiting.
Hey, y'all got any jerky?
All right.
What do you have to trade?
I got this tabaxi tail smoked.
So
He does still have that.
From like
his eyes
3 or 4 months ago.
his eyes kind of widen. I mean, he looks confused. At tabaxi, he looks a little confused at that. But he can piece together that that's like a smoked meat of some sort. And he yells down to the campfire. He says, "Caliph, visitors, they've got food to trade." And she nods. And he says,
Oh, is that an orc down there? I got some braised elf armpits too.
maybe keep your weapons sheathed here if we want this to remain friendly.
Okay.
But if you bring in food to trade, why don't you come down by the fire?
Yeah, I'll stow my shield and scimitar or whatever, sickle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put my sickle away.
He will basically scoot to allow you past. This guy's gonna stay up here. And you will be welcomed down by the fire.
Nice.
I'm gonna
And
warm my hands over the fire.
that's probably a good place to call it as you settle in, and this orc woman looks at you, I don't know, suspiciously, but not nervously, right? And her name, I hate how the book split up relevant information into several parts. 1 second. Here we go. She says, "Well, what can the turquoise spear do for you today?"
Is that your name?
My name is Caliph of
What
the
is-
turquoise spear.
What is the turquoise spear?
It's us. It's one of the last remnants, one of the last platoons of the siren soldiers who defended this place in the war.
Are you part of the construct group? Do you travel with them?
We avoid them. And on days we are lucky, they avoid us.
They didn't seem very friendly.
They can't be trusted. They've no souls. They were created, all of them, to be war machines, large or small.
So that wasn't like an
But-
outfit?
No flesh, no blood, no bone, no soul to be found in any of them.
Do they react at all to Cold Claw?
With like kind of a moment of curiosity, but not really. No, you get the sense it does not seem strange to them that there might be mechanical creatures in service of, humans or things like that.
Didn't figure so with all the gears and stuff around, but
Yeah.
curious.
Cold Claw probably fits in better here than almost anywhere else we'll go. Yeah, actually.
America.
In America, yeah.
I should have made him look like a train.
What scale? O? H-O?
Say what?
Nothing.
Am I having a fucking stroke? What is happening?
Well,
It's
like a
different
model
scales
train.
of model trains.
Yeah.
Quarter scale
Well,
size.
darkness is closing. So if you've brains among you, you'll bed here tonight.
What happens at night?
We sleep. From the looks of you, you do as well. They do not.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And it's safe down here?
She looks around. Do you see anywhere safer?
Good point.
You're all still alive?
Damn straight.
Why is the water purple?
It's the settling of the mist. It's the oil leaked from those soulless machines. Who knows?
Wish I had purify water on me.
Yeah, before we go to sleep, Cosmo would just walk over there to take a look at it. But then he would cast Water Walk before he does.
Definitely.
So
think you need
Cosmo just starts walking around in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little slippery. Definitely, her second guess was probably a better one. It's, there is like oil, like a film of oil kind of on top, just like flowing on top of this river. It says, she says, if you're thirsty, it's usually a trip to the mountains to gather snow to melt is the safer bet. Try not to get thirsty. Now, where are you from? Because you're very clearly not from here.
Well, I'm from the best country in the world, the United States of America.
I'm from Wildmount.
I'm gonna go with Neverwinter. But I'm a bard, so I travel all over.
I remember bards. That is one thing I remember. I don't know any of this nonsense you're saying. America, Wildmount? Neverwinter? Someplace far away. Someplace not here, obviously.
Yeah.
Immeasurably far away.
So, why, in the hells of this place, or the hells of any of those you mention, would you come to the Mournland?
You wouldn't believe us if we told you.
I
You know,
probably won't.
I'm gonna be like,
Good
we're
question.
heroes! With my hands on my hips.
Hair's
what
just
is wrong
waving
with
with
you?
no wind.
Yeah.
What's the
I
moon like?
remember heroes. I remember heroes too.
Well, you won't forget us.
So why?
Oh, I didn't
What
answer your
hero's
question.
quest has brought you to the Mournland?
We need to save all the planes.
Just kind of cocks her head. That
All the
feels
realms.
incomplete.
It's a really long story.
So
Well.
take this group of people for an example. You are this place. Our luscious-haired fellow that just said, "I am a hero. We're heroes." He's another place that you can't get to normally. And every individual is a different place that you normally can't get to or communicate to.
And we were all brought together to save it all.
I'm glad you have a nice story about why you are friends. What could possibly be found in this desolate place that a hero would seek?
Would you believe me if I said an ancient artifact?
Yes. That's the only reason most anybody comes here.
Is that why you're here?
Is that why I'm here?
Indeed.
Something tells me she's
Yes.
lived here all her life.
What is it you seek?
Ancient artifacts, of course.
In particular, any?
Enough to buy our way to someplace decent.
Oh, just anything then.
Start again. Well, not just anything, but something valuable enough to get us all elsewhere.
How did you end up here?
I fought here. We all did. We fought in the war. We lost many, many more than you see here. And we dispersed, and we had nothing. Nothing that would buy us a sup of water or a bite to eat. And we put our heads together and thought the only way out is back in.
I want an insight check and find out if I can figure out whether or not she's looking for the same thing we're looking for.
Okay. You do that with advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh, Vecna, right?
Yeah. 27. From the way she's talking about like valuable artifacts and what you were told about docents, you think it's very well could be one of the things that she would be happy to find in their search here. Something that could be sold for a stockpile of money. You also just get the sense that she is being straight with you about everything she's saying. and that she is not. Once again, she is not unnerved by you. Like she's they're all watching you very closely, but they don't seem afraid of you.
They didn't have any like adverse reaction to Cosmo casting magic and walking on water earlier.
They kind of looked at him with like some curiosity, like, oh, that's kind of neat. But no, you did not get the sense that like magic was something foreign to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper to Zephyr behind this tent.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's a good idea to sleep in a tower tonight?
Yeah, they seem fine. There's a nagging suspicion that they may try and do something funny while we sleep.
All right, maybe we should try to go talk to Zelric to see if he wants to do that. Take a vote or something. I don't want to piss these people off either.
I agree. We've already got robots after us. We don't need robots and humans.
Definitely take watch.
As we're having this conversation, hey Merlanor, do you think I need to put the tower up? How do you feel about these guys? What's your read?
Definitely need the tower.
I mean,
Well,
even beside the point that we don't know about these guys, we also don't know about this land. I think putting up the tower is a good idea, no matter what plane we're on, unless we're on a familiar plane, right?
And we definitely need to keep watch.
Yeah.
okay, but would a tower not draw attention to us being visible from so far?
Can't we keep it low, short?
I can
Just like
keep
a
it
room or
at
two?
minimum of 2 stories.
Coldclaw can guard the door.
And I can alarm spell the door. I can alarm spell a perimeter around the tower, actually. I think. Let me look at the spell alarm.
Okay, I still
Okay.
don't know if it's a good idea to draw the attention either way.
I'm gonna
Zephyr,
pretend.
Never mind. I can't do it around the tower because alarm's only a 20-foot cube. So depending on how big I make the tower, it wouldn't work.
Well, we definitely
Unless
need
the
to keep
tower
it
is
small.
super tiny.
We need to make it super tiny. If we're gonna build it.
I'm gonna pretend to be the leader of the group and walk up and be like, "We're gonna go over here and discuss a couple things," and then try to get these guys
That's fun.
far away.
It is. If you plan on spending some time here, I should inform you it's customary to share a bite with those who have provided you the hospitality.
Oh yeah. I'll pull out my armpits and tail. See if they're interested. This is what I have.
Thank you. Please discuss with your friends, and sincerely, thank you.
What are you cooking?
They are not cooking anything over this fire. I guess it looks like they are, but they are not. You have not seen them eat anything while
Okay,
you've been
okay.
here. And she takes the armpit and tail and very deliberately divides them into equal portions and hands them to each of her 4 companions here. She does not take any for herself, and they all nod and kind of clasp her on the shoulder, and then they just tear into the stuff.
And I
They're
toss
having
her.
to deal with the malnourished, whatever it's called, malnourished condition.
I was gonna
Um,
toss her one of the boxes of rations
That's what I was thinking.
in my bag, just as a peace offering.
She will very happily take that as well, and you can tell she's like really moved by this, by all of your offerings.
You gotta one up me like that? Giving real food?
I don't know about rations being real
I mean,
food.
that's smoked meat. They seem like really into that Tabaxi tail.
That's
Okay.
like 5 months old.
Yeah, the rations is what, like hardtack and like stuff to keep you alive. That
Yeah,
smoked
it's
tail
not the
is
best.
yeah, that smoked tail is they are savoring it.
Even though it's like moldy.
No, it's like jerky.
Yeah, it's probably
I can
fine.
pick it on that fire
It's
a
probably
little more.
fine.
Oh, I should probably join
Um,
the group, huh?
Maybe.
Okay, so given the time, if you guys want to put a tower up, alarm it. They seem fine with it. They don't really react. They like watch you. They look very impressed if you put the tower up. Like, okay, that's walking on
Yeah.
water was pretty cool, but like,
So I was gonna
It's
say, if we
crazy.
don't want to be conspicuous, I can make just my little dome, and it kind of camouflages a little bit with the surrounding area. I can make it kind of match the tone of like the ground around us.
And nobody
It's
can
just-
come in, right?
Yeah, it's not as big, it's not as comfy, but it can fit. I think like 8 people,
I think that might be a better
like
idea.
semi-comfortably.
Yeah, I think sacrificing the comfort's a better play.
Yeah, nothing can come in.
Yeah, and it lasts for 8 hours.
So we know they won't. I mean, I think they're good, but they could try to rob our stuff while we sleep or something.
I doubt they would.
I doubt they would, but you know.
They'd feel the wrath.
Yeah, his weasel would really get after him.
I think
Uh,
they're
Yeah,
no,
so it's
less.
opaque. It's opaque from the outside. You're able to see through it on the inside. I can have it have dim light or complete darkness while we're inside it for sleeping. It's always comfortable and dry regardless of weather outside. And anyone who's inside it originally, whenever I cast it, can enter freely. But I can't leave it. If I leave it fully,
Yeah.
it goes away.
And it lasts for 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
So
Yep.
I can alarm spell around it because this is only a 20-foot sphere.
Okay.
Alarm is or 10-foot sphere, and the alarm is a 20-foot cube. So I can alarm I can alarm first, then put up the dome.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You can't leave the dome though.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
we just will move a little bit away from a little farther down river, I guess, from them.
Okay.
That's where Zell will probably start setting up perimeter.
As
and then
you're
make a
as
dome.
you're setting up, she walks out towards your group, and it can be off the map. That's fine if you wanted to go farther. She walks out kind of alone, and she looks at what you're doing, Zelric. She doesn't interrupt you, or seem to want to like distract you. So to Cosmo, she says, "This is wise. This camouflage is wise. I wanted to thank you again, away from my men, for your generosity and for your peace. It's not often that there are those here where we could just sit around a fire and talk for a moment without worry.
Peace is what we're after, man. Lady.
I have this obligation to them, you see. To the rest of the turquoise spear. They're counting on me to lead them to find something that will buy us a life away from this place. And you cannot please tell them this. You understand, but I had it. After the day of mourning, I had and I lost several valuables that would have been plenty for a new life for us. That would have staved off our plight, our poverty, and they're gone. They were just things, but they weren't just things. They were a future. And they're gone, and I fear, as much trust as they place in me now, I fear what my companions would do, how they would react if they knew that I once held in my hands their future and lost it. I tell you this out of trust, and because I hope come morning maybe we can discuss how to work together.
Yeah, I think maybe we could. That's, your secret's safe with me, though. Extend my hand for a shake.
And yeah, she gives you like in every movie about any historical military thing, the like forearm to forearm, handshake. Says thank you. Rest well.
Quite the handshake you got there.
And she will return to the fire. You feel, as she tells you this, that you have learned an important secret from her.
Oh.
A secret of power. And I'll add that to the Discord after this, but as you rest in the dome, the camouflage dome with the alarm around it, you all feel very safe. You do not see or hear any of these people approach you overnight, if you keep any watches. And come morning, you will all have the benefit of a long rest, and we'll pick up there next time with what she wants to talk to you about.
Yay, long rest. Woo!
Woo!
Yippee!
I don't even think I needed that.
I
I got like a spell slot back.
I got like
I got 2 spell slots back.
Yeah.
I was gonna just also, I mean, either way we could work out, but I was gonna say I could make the tower and make whatever top floor the observatory rooms, and it lasts for longer if we want to get like a vantage point lookout in the morning. But if we don't want to do it, then obviously I can just do the dome. But it's an option.
Dome is safer.
So okay, I mean, either way,